Good morning, everyone. We are D&D Breakfast Club. We're a group of friends from Minnesota that get together every Sunday morning at 7:30 CDT to play some Dungeons & Dragons.
Give or take.
7:45 today. We're here to chronicle our journey and hope you'll all enjoy your stay. We are a live play, actual play stream. If you have any questions about the campaign or any questions at all, we can get to them during the break or after the game. There is an ongoing contest for Xanathar's Guide to Everything. At 20 subscribers, we will be giving this away. We are at 14 out of 20. We'll sign it. We'll have our personal D&D Breakfast Club stamp of approval. This is session 29?
I don't know.
29.
I don't have my merit notebook out.
X3. Yeah, session 1 of the bad guys.
Session 29 of a campaign titled Mad Magnus and Monroe. This is a one-shot. We're going to do a quick one-shot of... Did I name this one-shot? I did. The Red Baron. That's
the Red Baron. It's great pizza, man.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Well, then I'm changing the name.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, this will be a one-shot for...
It's a pizza party.
This week only. I told the guys, since Alex couldn't join us today, he had to go to California. We're going to do a one-shot, and it's going to be an evil campaign. You don't have to be truly evil, but you are the other side.
Yeah, I'm neutral.
Yeah.
You
probably do evil things, but
maybe.
Who doesn't?
I think morality is a thing that he doesn't really grasp super well.
Yeah. I mean, it's right in your eyes.
I don't think right or wrong even matter.
So they're all playing Dragonborn. And if you are following the storyline or the premise of the campaign, then you would know that the Dragonborn were once an enslaved race, and they fought for their freedom. Well, they didn't really fight for their freedom. They were enslaved for centuries until the other continents, the other countries and kingdoms came together and decided to stop this practice. Most other kingdoms. So they're all playing Dragonborn, and they are on the other side. Doesn't mean all Dragonborn are from Magnus's side. Magnus Monroe is the big bad evil guy. But you guys particularly are. So why don't you start, Brian, your character, name, quick synopsis.
Quick synopsis would be that my character, his name is Augustus Monroe, and he is the oft overlooked brother of Magnus.
The little brother who lives in the shadow?
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
And while his...
He's not the little brother.
No, they're technically twins.
Makes it worse.
He's one of three that were all born at the same time. But Magnus was the big diplomat who went off and dealt on things on a world scale, where Augustus stayed home and defended the family as all the rest of the wars and everything was going on. Now, however, he has been called to be Magnus's errand boy, more or less. And and the three of us are going. I'm playing a rogue-based character, and am the most. I guess I'm just an officer of the military. Probably be how it would be described. He's tall. He's a red dragonborn. He's fairly old. I want to say he's 57. And he's wearing some glamored armor, so it looks very like a Victorian or Napoleonic, just, tassels and stuff, even though it is actual armor.
Has he ever seen battle?
He has seen battle considerably. He's been stationed along various outposts where he had to stay there for a long time. But while doing that, he learned two key points. One, that the other side is pretty much in the same shit sandwich that you're in, and that nobody likes where they're being, and being in war is just miserable for everybody, and that doesn't change the quote-unquote humanity of the people on the other side. And so sharing tea with your adversary is something that's generally beneficial. And then the other side of that, but somewhat related, is that the false hope that comes with prolonged battles, that one day you may be able to win, is probably the cruelest thing that you can do to a foe. And so he believes in swift, total extermination if a fight must happen, because leaving behind widows and orphans who all have to deal with regret and loss is cruelty that Augustus does not understand.
Cool.
Sounds
Oh,
cool.
wow, dude, nice.
That was a synopsis and a half. Thank you.
Well, you asked for more, so I just kept going.
In the meantime, we had another follower, Red Feather Quill. Thank you for following us.
Hey, that's the name of our group. The Red Feather Quills.
Can we be the Red Feather Quills?
We're still trying to come up with a name for our coterie.
So, your
Suggestions
3
are welcome.
Red Dragonborn.
Right.
You can still choose your name of your group, but Matt, give me your character name and a quick synopsis.
Okay, so pretty classic name, Ro is the name of my Dragonborn. So some monks found this Dragonborn kind of in the southwest part of Lothrun, which is kind of crazy because there's not many Dragonborn in that area, at least around the temple. So anyway, they raised him, and they trained him, and they taught him. But he was always very curious about why he was so different from everybody else. He didn't really know what Dragonborn were. He had no knowledge of them. They never spoke of anything. They tried to just kind of contain because they felt Dragonborn were... they didn't really know much about him, so they were kind of afraid of him. And the only encounter was with their father, or his father, and his father was pretty aggressive, so they kind of thought, hey, let's try to suppress this, teach him, maybe he'll be something great. And that didn't work out because they lied to him, obviously, and he caught on, and he killed everybody. He was not happy about it, and he found a letter in his master's quarters, and he learned of Magnus Monroe, and he decided that he was going to head east that way after slaughtering everybody.
Cool.
That's about it.
Thank you. And last but not least, I'll let you finish eating, I guess. Got a new follower, Khan. Thank you for following us. That's his name, Khan with a lot of A's.
Wrath of Khan reference, maybe? I like it.
Maybe? But maybe.
Okay, so my Dragonborn's name is Froderick Celtix. He's 6'4" and 275 pounds and straight beef. He's a barbarian. He's not very smart or very good at talking to people. He's just kind of like, he's lived most of his life in the wild. His family lived in the woods, and his father taught him to, I think the line I used was, live by the sweat of your brow and the strength of your hands. So they're kind of primitive. And it's not too swift. But he still hears the voice of his father. He's an ancestral spirit, kind of barbarian, and so his father talks to him sometimes. And he's treating these guys like they're his surrogate family. But yeah, he spent most of his life just kind of like wandering around, living life, not really thinking about like consequences of actions or morality. And so his alignment's true neutral, and I don't think that he even really ever thinks about what's good or bad. Like, he's not a morality-driven character. It's more about what does the group that I'm a part of want to do, because belonging to a group is really important to my character.
Cool.
That's all I
Did
got.
we say what class we were? I didn't even know. Maybe they understand.
He's a rogue.
monk, right?
and barbarian. I think he said he's a barbarian.
Mhm.
I'll speak for you since you're continuing to eat. You're almost done, right?
Crinkle the paper.
Sprinkle. There you go.
Oh, I hate you.
We've lost 2 subscribers.
Cool. Well, did you decide on your group name? No suggestions.
There's no
Yeah,
suggestions?
let's take suggestions. What do you guys think? Group name, 3 Dragonborn.
3 red dragonborn.
Red Hot Threesome.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Classic.
Let's see.
Red Fire.
Red Fire.
Go for the simple.
The Sriracha sect.
This is bad. We need your help.
Tabasco.
Really, please help us. This is horrible.
Team Tabasco.
I don't know what to say.
Red Hot Chili Shark.
If you let him keep talking, he'll just keep going.
Team Red Go.
Somebody stop me, or we're gonna just figure
How
out.
about something simple like Crimson Scales or something?
Wasabi.
That's not even a red.
Wasabi's green. He's really reaching out. It's getting fucking bad.
Spicy.
We need someone to
It's
contribute
spicy.
something.
The stop signs.
Stop signs. Oh my god, it's bad.
Anyone helping yet? No.
Oh, no.
Fun guy's helping back, coming back and joining
It's too
us
early
again,
for
but-
people to be in here.
Oh.
It is a little early in the morning. You're asking a lot for people that are just waking up.
We've had, since Wednesday we've known about that?
Yeah, I mean, you had enough time to come up with your own name, so...
I made a suggestion. I think it was Crimson Scales.
Let's go with the Crimson Scales then.
Okay.
I like the idea of scales
I
because
kinda
it's
like the
scales of
Tabasco
dragon,
somethings.
Scales of justice.
Tabasco
right?
somethings.
Like maybe our symbol is just like a red scale of justice.
Just covered in blood.
Crimson Scales.
Yeah. Covered in blood.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just dripping in blood.
Bloodstained
scales.
scale.
Okay.
It works because we're Dragonborn.
There you go.
Scales,
Sure.
right?
All right. Maybe the Crimson Scales.
We'll go with that.
We're out there righting wrong. So it's
Kind of a Daredevil reference to that intro scene where it's all gooey.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
change the music and we can begin.
Change it.
Some of those suggestions I really liked. I don't know about you guys.
Team Tabasco.
obviously bad.
Maybe that's
If you put it in
gonna
your
be-
eye.
I'll tell you what. Well, I wanna see what kind of awesome names anybody watching. So let's have it an ongoing through the stream.
Maybe our characters keep
Changing
In game, we're arguing about
game, we're
Yeah.
arguing like I think we should be this. Like that's bad.
Cool. Thank you, Harab 1985 for following. Okay, let us begin.
Mhm.
You three have been tasked to sail to the continent of Gyalden. And there you're going to visit a small fishing village. In this village is one of the oldest monasteries in the world. And at this monastery, the monastery of the Three Furies, is a man that you are going to try and recruit. The man's name is Master Shinshu Ejderha. And he's resided there for over a decade.
By recruit, do we mean kill?
Actually recruit.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking.
Magnus would like them to join his side.
But if he won't,
Well,
then do we kill him?
You know what happens.
Okay.
It's very important
Foreshadow.
that you recruit this man in this monastery to his side.
Okay.
However, he also has told you that this village is one of the most tactical landing points on the continent of Gyalden
I don't know what that means, but sure.
for his fleet.
Right. Still no, but okay.
They explain it to you on the way. It's a long journey from the continent of Erishan to the continent of Gyalden. You're sailing for approximately 3 months.
Every time they try to explain it to me, I just look at him. I'm like, this is the thing? I don't know.
It's like where we're going now. We are sailing. Just like yesterday. We're
Right.
going to be eventually not sailing. We're going to land. Reach
Yes.
land.
Okay.
And if there's a good spot to reach land, we can all get off the boat easily and not destroy the boat on rocks.
Why don't we just swim if it's not a good place?
From the boat?
Yeah.
We could.
Right.
If it was the three of us. If there were, say, more boats coming.
Why can't we all swim?
Lots and lots of boats.
Sure.
You
Many
would.
boats, like a herd of caribou or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Each filled with warriors.
Yeah, they
it
could
would
swim
increase
too,
the
right?
chances. Yeah, it would be an option. It's not a good option.
It's not?
Not compared to being able to bring all of your boats into bay and just hopping right off.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because imagine swimming from the boat while the men on shore were firing arrows at you.
Oh, yeah, we would have to kill them then.
Mm-hmm. But you can't get to them unless you can get your boat up to the shore.
I mean, you could swim to them.
Yep. And get shot in the back while doing so.
Don't they shoot you when you're on the boat?
Nope.
Why not? I would shoot someone on a boat if I shot boats.
You can still hold the shield while you're on the boat.
This goes on for a long time.
3 months.
Right.
It's a very
Something to figure
long
it out.
and stressful trip.
At some point in the show, I'm going to tell you guys, my father's been talking to me. He tells me the spirits that are at the place that we're going to are not friendly to us, and we should be careful.
That sounds like a good thought.
Have you ever told them that the spirits talk to you?
I
That your
probably,
father talks
yeah,
to you?
I'm probably just like, my father says blah, 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 and they both know that he's dead. So maybe they think I'm nuts, I don't know, but I regularly be like, or I'll talk to my father sometimes, I'll be like, Father, what should I do? Because I don't think that Froderick really understands the division between life and death super well, since his ancestors come with him. I think he thinks like, oh, then you're just like a little less here, but still here.
So the next question is, when you're fighting, are your spirits visible to everyone?
No, I think that when the spirits that are helping me are distracting the enemy that I'm attacking in order to keep him from attacking other people, it's just like pulling at his clothes or tweaking at his head or pushing the sword aside. It doesn't necessarily look, you can't really see it. It's more like they're invisible to everybody but me. I can see him pulling on him or pushing him or moving his helmet down, but to these guys it just looks like he stumbles or something. And when the spirit shield kicks in and protects them from damage, like, I think it just turns aside a blade or causes fire to miss them or whatever.
Okay. So he might be crazy.
You can't really, yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Right.
Even if you're not crazy, your understanding of reality is clearly suspect.
Right. I'm not as good at understanding the things.
Yeah.
So speaking of a boat, you're on a boat.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at that
Never
black
make fun
boat.
of my boat again, you
That's a good boat.
bastards.
What? Your other boat was shitty. That's a good one.
Did you just print that one out?
I did print that one out.
Yeah.
It's not finished yet, but this is the beginning of a wonderful journey. Yeah.
I feel like I'm flying, Jack.
Right.
How old are you?
I think 30. I put 30. Yep.
Okay.
30 years.
All right, and I'm 38, and you're...
And I figured that
57?
All right.
I figured I've just known you guys for 2 years that we've been together.
I mean, probably me too. That's what we've been together for 2 years. But, yeah, makes sense. So I'll probably default to you for important decisions as, like, the oldest person in the surrogate family, and I treat you like a younger brother or something.
How
Which
old are
probably
you?
irritates you. 38.
Okay.
Cool.
And about you? You're 25?
57.
57. Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
this
he's
is awesome.
Like, he's like my new dad.
The boat's name is the Red Baron,
Oh, nice.
and you've been on it for a while. But you know you're going to be making landfall within a short couple of days.
Is there a big crew?
There is one man that's with you. He's actually a human.
What's his name?
His name is William. I'm not giving the last name, you fucker.
William Redshirt. Hey, we should be the red shirts.
Let me
I wanna be
pull up
Skins.
some names. I just know it's going to happen. What's his name? What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
If anybody
I
out
have you
there
early.
has a name for our threesome,
So fucked. There you go, Matt.
And it just got weird.
Yep.
If it wasn't weird before, you've made it
It is
weird.
now.
It's just a weird morning. Wood.
His name is William Cyril.
Okay, William Cyril.
So we got a one-man crew.
And there are a few others on your crew, and you've all known that they were put there as just no people of note. They won't remember your names, they won't remember where they took you.
Are they pirates?
They are not pirates,
Oh, I like pirates.
but they're being paid well for their trouble.
Okay. When we have off time, I try to get them to drink with me.
They love to drink,
Nice, so do
so
I.
you drink often.
That's good.
Although the ale is running low,
Maybe
it's been a while,
partially due to my influence.
most likely.
Right. I drink it like a dwarf, so that's cool.
I like it.
But yeah, you'll be making landfall within a couple of days. And William, he is supposed to be your mouthpiece. The one that's going to be doing the talking. He knows that you were sent with them, just in case.
We're the Goon Squad.
Okay. So William is actually the diplomat being sent to speak with Shinshu Ejderha.
So if fighting happens, we're supposed to protect William? Is that what we're doing? I'm asking you guys.
I'm up at the front.
I mean, I'm sure at some point we have meals together or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is during one of those moments when we're all sitting together and like we're kind of like on our own. We're like, so if fighting happens, are we supposed to protect William? Should I tell my ancestors to guard him?
I imagine that should be one of our priorities. I believe the recruitment of Ejderha is first, and that none of us, including William, would be exempt from being possibly sacrificed to achieve that end. So,
I don't like the idea of being sacrificed. I feel slightly uncomfortable with that.
well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm like, so wait. I'm like trying to get the hierarchy right in my head. So if someone's getting sacrificed, can we sacrifice William first?
He needs to be alive to act as a diplomat. If
So-
perhaps afterward.
So he has to stay alive until we get the guy. And then once we get the guy, then it's okay if William dies if something happens. I don't have to make sure that he's protected anymore.
While you guys are talking, having your meal,
Right.
William walks in at the tail end of this conversation. He's snacking on a piece of bread.
I probably don't even get quiet. I'm just
William,
like,
join us for tea.
I'm like, so, I think I know what's going on.
He sits down, finishes his mouth full of bread.
Yeah.
Don't worry, William. I clap my hand on his shoulder. My ancestors will protect you until we get the guy. Then it's okay if you die.
William is about 5'7". He's got
Oh, dude, so I like dwarf. I'm like
blonde hair.
about almost a foot taller than he
When
is.
you put your hand on his shoulder,
like-
it encompasses his entire upper body almost. And he just cocks his eyebrows at you.
I'm like, I clap him on the shoulder.
We're about to make landfall.
Already.
Good. Then let's get the guy.
Me?
No, the other guy. You're the guy to get the guy.
We're going there to recruit him.
Yes. So we're taking him back?
I think we're just trying to have him join our side.
Oh, so he's staying here.
Do you
If
guys
that
know
would
what
be-
you're going to do if he doesn't listen to reason?
Yes. I grab my axe.
Do you think it needs to come to that?
No.
He very often looks over to Augustus.
Yes, so do I. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't think that.
That is almost as bad as us not coming here at all.
Oh,
Because there would be no benefit to that. we're looking for him to willingly join our side.
What if he
And act
doesn't
as our
listen
coach.
to reason?
Perhaps we potentially even leave and then come again. Though I would suggest we not fail.
I look confused. I'm like, okay, Augustus.
He finishes his
I'm just
meal.
drinking some tea.
Right? I'm drinking what's left of the ale.
Everyone give me a perception roll.
I can actually do this. This
Hey.
guy's training perception. Hey, perception.
Yeah, me too.
Perception checks save lives, right? I looked at that list the other day and I was like, this is obviously something that I should pay attention to.
That was pretty good.
All right.
Wow.
I got 23.
23.
18 plus 5.
I got 26.
21.
We do this.
We're all good.
Obsessive
Easy.
motherfuckers.
I'm not used to this, guys. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
So 4.
We know what's going on,
You fail
man.
as a group.
Yeah, I should. Man, that's crazy. You succeed as
Clip
a
it.
group. You feel the boat rock slightly, and it's been on a pretty steady course, and it's a sudden jolt.
Do I spill
And you
my
see your cup on the table, it just jolts a little. It doesn't spill, but the ale is now shaking.
I drink the rest really fast, and I was like, we should go
William's
talk
like-
to the steering man. He's doing a bad job. I go up on deck.
I defer to the guy who, I suppose somewhere within the past couple of months we've talked. Does William have significant sailing experience? Is that why he's here? Or is he part of...
He is zero sailing
Okay,
experience.
so
He
he-
spent a lot of time under the deck, sick.
Gotcha. Okay.
So right now he's stuffing his face with bread to keep his stomach from turning,
So there's the 4 of us plus the actual sailing crew.
which
that
is a 3-man crew.
we've all agreed to not remember anybody's names or anything like that.
Okay. I just
they've
want to
agreed not
talk
to
to the
remember
steering
your
man.
names.
Yeah.
Whoever the steering man is, I'm going to go find him.
Right, so you head out. You guys are just under the
Clang.
Yeah. Steering's doing a bad job.
stern.
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 Yep.
All right, thank you.
Bow. Stern.
Bow. Stern. Got
Fore,
it.
aft, starboard, port.
You guys are just having a meal under the stern of the ship in the quarters, and that's where you've been able to sleep this whole time.
That's the hold, right? We're in the hold.
Yeah,
Stop with the boat slang.
we'll call it the hold. By the way, someone gave you a suggestion.
Yeah, what we got?
In a dragon tongue of Skyrim,
Oh, nice.
blood red scales is Sos Sako Kol. That's a lot of. That's
So
a mouthful.
suckle. I like it, though.
So suckle cold.
I like it.
So suckle cold.
It's not easy to say.
And draconic? Oh, it's draconic.
I like it.
So suckle.
Because I figure I speak mostly in Draconic.
Oh, that's cool.
Since I'm starting to learn it.
You didn't know it?
No,
Oh.
because I was among monks.
How long have you been practicing?
I've probably been practicing. Figure I got to the east about 3 years prior to meeting these guys.
So you're a monk
So-
and you have the draconic version of English?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you going to do a good accent?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's not piss off too many people.
I'll do that myself. Don't worry. I've got some plan for you.
Oh, nice.
That's horrible. No.
You'll have to work it out.
You should write it down.
Nope. A dragonborn of very few words.
I actually know 3 languages, which is interesting.
But you
You
can't
got a
read.
belt.
I don't think I read very well. No, I probably read poorly. But I can speak 3 languages because you have to be able to trade with people. Right? And so I know Elven, Dwarven, I know 4, Common, and Draconic.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a learned barbarian.
Well,
You head out to the front deck, and you see what looks to be a small glacier that had just been collided with. The ship smacked the glacier right on the side, and the crew is over there assessing the damage.
I'm like, who was the steering man for this journey?
They're pretty focused on the task at hand. You have the captain. He's the one that does most of the talking if anything needs to be said, and he's a pretty old man with long gray hair, and it's put into a ponytail, and it's completely soaked from head to toe. And they are all human.
Ah.
And one of the guys is leaning over the railing, assessing the damage.
I'll go look.
Before you even walk over, you see something yank him down and off the railing, and the other guys scream like, "Whoa! What's going on?"
Okay, I walk over. I look over the edge.
Roll your initiative.
I'm like, what's that?
Everybody rolled an initiative?
Yeah,
Just him. All right.
You're still in the quarters?
I was still talking. I didn't.
You hear some shouting.
21.
I have 15.
What were you doing, Ro?
I probably would have followed him, so I'm probably in the back. What do we call the back again?
Stern.
The stern, yeah. Of course, the stern.
When you're mad, you stay in the back.
No.
What'd you get on your initiative? Pronounce your name one more time.
Frodrick.
Roderick.
It's like Roderick with a F in the front.
I swear to God, it was Frodo Rick because it's spelled Frodo Rick.
No, it's Frodrick.
20 what?
21.
Wow.
I have advantage on initiative. This guy's very not Delrin-like in how fast he is.
Oh, I had a 15.
Well, amazingly, Brian, you go. Wait, what is your name, Brian? Augustus.
Augustus. Yeah, so I have kind of a late start because I was still downstairs, but I rolled a 31.
Okay. So I don't know how that works.
31? I think your math's a little off.
No, it's not.
I
That's
have
what
a
he
plus
does.
13 to my initiative.
That was your dex and charisma.
Dex, charisma, and I have an alert feat, which gives me plus 5.
Yeah, he's fast.
All I do is pay attention to what's going on around me.
Situational
All right.
awareness is this guy's
All
middle
right.
name.
You hear the shouting clearly. You can distinguish the voices. You know who's yelling. It was one of the deckhands. It wasn't the captain. That his voice disappeared, most likely over the railing by the sounds of it. You hear the water splash.
I mean, maybe I even say something. I might be like, "There's something here." And I might go
The
look
whole
over.
boat, as this happens, shifts. Ro, you are just coming out the door of the stern in these quarters when the whole boat shifts and you end up bracing yourself against the framing of the door right there. You see someone go over the railing.
Well, I'm going to have to go to the front then.
So first, Augustus.
I look at William and I say,
He looks a little sheepish.
stay below deck, but come over to the ladder so that if you need to evacuate, we'll be able to assist you.
Okay.
And I scurry up.
And you don't have to go up. You're in the quarters.
Oh.
So just come out.
You just come out. That's where Ro is right now, is coming out that door.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'll get up to where Ro is then. I wouldn't
Okay.
pass him.
So you get up there, you get a clear view of what's going on. You see Frodrick leaning over the railing.
I'm like,
His
Where did he
hulking
go?
body is kind of halfway over looking down, which is
I'm curious.
just awesome.
I'm curious. I'm like, let's just hit that guy.
So I'll put my hand up. Usually my hands are almost always on the hilt of my sword. But with that, I'm going to use the bonus action, which actually activates the sudden blade in its sheath.
Okay. Do you have to activate it every time?
It lasts until you just deactivate it.
Okay.
I don't think you want to activate it in the sheath, do you?
It's a special sheath.
Okay.
It's magical. Also.
I'm like, no, that's bad.
He for stylistic flavor purposes, he keeps it in there and then draws it and then puts it back in between every attack.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The draw slice.
Mm-hmm.
What's that called? There's a whole martial arts centered around that
Oh,
Yeah,
part of the draw, but I don't know what it's
sure.
Kendo?
Just,
Kendo definitely uses it. I think there are also a lot of big
place that guy in there.
Okay.
overheads.
So that was Augustus's turn.
I look over.
You look over, and you see this iceberg that you guys collided with start melting, and it's melting fast, and it's turning to complete water, and it's taking a shape of some kind of creature. You look over, you see the man that was pulled into the water. There's water moving in there unnaturally and pulling him further down. It looks like some form of a hand has gripped onto him and it's dragging him under.
So I'm confused about what's going on. I'm like...
This is probably how you feel in
Most of the
game.
time, yeah, that's what I'm saying, in game. I'm like, I take my axe off and I'm like, the water has taken this man and it is killing him. And I'm going to wait to see if the water tries to take me, and if it does, I will attack the water, so I will hold my action.
Okay. That's a funny sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water comes up to grab you while you're just leaning there over the railing.
I'm like, back, other men!
This creature that had formed from ice into water now rushes forward in a tidal wave and tries to slam against you.
I hack it.
So take your reaction.
Okay. I will attack recklessly. Because I
Do
do
you
that.
guys have dark vision?
I do, because I have a dwarven belt on. They do not.
So, there is a little bit of light. There's a bright light coming from the crow's nest up top, and there are a few lanterns on the boat, like 4 lanterns that are shedding bright light within... Oh, thank you.
Second.
Just to make it legit.
Since all 3 of us were in the wrong spot.
So,
And there's some other guys with you.
so here's the thing. I forgot that I have power attack, but I kind of want to do it. Should I roll again? What should I do? Wait until next turn?
I mean, I'm assuming you would have done it regardless of what you rolled.
Frauder probably does it all the time.
Then what'd you roll?
22.
Yeah, you hit.
All right.
You have to use it for all your attacks.
That's fine. I probably will.
So, one of the guys went down here. I don't know if I have a good creature to represent this, but we'll find something.
Whatever, it's water.
Giant.
They're too big.
Oh, yeah, and can I rage?
As a bonus action.
Okay, so not yet.
Do you have a bonus
so-
action?
This is my reaction.
This is your reaction.
I was
You could have
waiting.
done it on your turn, but you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll use the black pudding.
Oh, no.
It's
all right.
not a black pudding. It's all water.
All right, so I'm going to deal 5 plus 16, 21 damage.
21 damage. That's a pretty big hit. You get to attack twice, right?
Yeah, I do.
Roll again.
So 21, and then 16.
16 to hit.
Yep.
That is a hit. You
Nice.
swing your axe once. It goes through the water and cleaves water as it goes. It just kind of passes right through, and then it reforms into this shape, this monster.
Okay, 21 then 19. So I'm like whoosh, whoosh. So 40 damage altogether.
Your axe is magical, correct?
It is magical.
And again, you cleave its pseudopod arm off, and then the water starts reforming this long, spindly aqua arm.
I don't know why the water's trying to kill me, but I'm going to try and kill it first.
But now it tries to kill you, because
That's
that was your
So
reaction.
that's an action. Father, guide my hand. It has advantage to attack me.
Did you reckless?
I did. I always do.
Jutsu.
I always
the way to
reckless.
What a jutsu.
When that
Honest
happens,
Filipino
you see another creature rise from the water.
Oh no!
Much the same as this one.
What?
It takes on that same kind of watery form
Well,
and
looks like I'm gonna go swimming.
goes to attack
How
this
can you-
guy.
How can you tell it's a different creature and not the same one?
It could be the same one.
It's just water.
First, though, they're going to slam you.
Ah, I should have raged.
It gets an advantage, so that's good.
My AC is not high.
Oh. Then is it above a 16?
No.
Oh, well, I rolled a natural 16.
So it gets me. It's like slam.
So you hit it twice, and then it slams you. Wow. And when it hits, you are just soaked from head to
The
toe.
one that I hit has disadvantage to attack anybody but me. Just
Well,
so
I
you
hit
know.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's the thing.
That is the thing.
So if it has multiple attacks, wants to snare sailors, they're better at getting away now.
I don't think any of us have any spells or anything, right?
This is the
Fighting
most
water
non-magical
is going to be
thing
really,
ever.
really hard.
Yeah.
Take 13 bludgeoning damage. As you're slammed backward, you take a couple steps back. You are now completely wet. It's a little cold out. It gets
13
the water into your
bludgeoning
clothes,
damage.
into your underwear. You start getting that wedgie from being soaked.
What?
And then the other creature rises up and attacks this guy. This sailor. And it grabs him. And when it grabs him, it lifts him up into the air about 5 feet and flings him backwards. And you see his body go, wow! Splash! And then it retreats underwater again.
So we're down 2 sailors.
Now you are.
I'm like, Captain, get below decks. We need 1 sailor to steal the boat, I reckon.
You're not too dumb.
No, I know at least that much. I'm like, I don't sail.
Ro, what do you do?
Man, what can Ro do? This is not the perfect enemy for him to fight.
Go splash in the water, bro.
Yep. How many squares do we got in between me and the...
You could move like 9 squares.
Right,
You could
so
run
how
to the
many
back of
is
the
that?
ship,
I
and then
don't-
you could run to the front of the ship, all in
Okay.
like one run.
Yeah.
You are really fast.
And is it coming over the
Yeah,
top?
it's a bit. Here, let's.
It's all up in my face.
It's all up in his face.
It's all up in his face. Let's give it a little rise.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And if I jump at him, I'm probably going to fall over. So I guess I'm just going to go up and whack it twice.
All right. It's a nice
Out of
sentence.
context montage.
You can whack it 3 times.
I will whack it 3 times. That's right.
Yeah.
It's
Level 9.
Whack,
a little hard to get over here. You've got the captain in front, and you've got Froderick being pummeled. I guess you could
Actually-
come around this side maybe, or you could run over the railing and pummel it.
Yeah, go stand on the railing. That's a great idea.
No, God. That's a horrible idea.
You're awesome. You totally
All
pulled this
right.
up.
We go. All
You
right.
run over the railing?
Yep, run over the railing.
Awesome. So you do. You run over the railing. What's your acrobatics? Do you have it trained?
Oh, yeah. +9.
Then I won't even make you roll it. You just do it. You get a running start. You easily hop 1 foot onto the railing. You balance the entire way over, and then you pummel water.
Sounds like a great idea. So let's do this, huh? Let's see. 27.
That is a hit.
Okay. Can I roll my other one?
Roll your attacks first.
All right. That is a crit.
A natural 20?
A natural 20.
Nice. Too bad you're a monk.
And an unnatural 20.
That's a hit. So give me damage
All right. So where are my D6
on your first
at?
hit. And it's a d6 plus 6.
Yep. So these... Can I have another D6 from you?
We'll roll 2d6, and these will be normal.
All right.
So 2d6 plus 12.
Right.
So that's 22.
22.
And then roll
And
2
then roll
more.
a d6. No, roll 2d6 for the crit.
Plus 6. 2d6 plus 6.
Oh,
Yay.
bummer.
8.
Yeah, man. Oops.
You're like, boink! Or it doesn't have any eyes.
So you punch it once, then you come up with a knee, and your hands and your appendages keep going through its appendages, and they reform into water. It seems to be losing mass when you guys are hitting it, at least. It's becoming a little smaller and smaller. Every time it reforms, it doesn't hold the same size. In fact, at this point, it's a medium creature, not a large creature.
Okay.
Keep
So
hitting
there
it.
is something that's happening. That's good.
We're shearing off.
You're
parts
in
of
an
it.
ocean. If that was the case and it just kept reforming forever, you'd be screwed.
Yeah.
Back to the top, Augustus.
All right, so I am going to run up, get a little bit closer, try to take a look at, see if I can tell anything about this creature, and then I'm going to grab the captain and pull him back.
Okay,
So the other railings?
Yeah, like,
Swoosh.
you get over here. Well, I'm getting him back over toward the door, hopefully.
Okay.
You go stand by William. You two are important.
When you grab him, he turns around in a stupor, almost a shock. Like he doesn't seem to react well to what's going on. And you pull him back over this side, and he stares at you.
Yeah. What is this?
I
I open the door and I shove him in. Or never mind.
We'll talk later. Right.
He stumbles 3 steps inward and looks at William, and William looks up at him, and his eyes are open wide, and he's taking another bite of bread.
He's like,
And you close the door.
when I went up there, can I don't know if that's history or arcana, but can I roll nature, something to
Arcana.
tell me what
Are you
is going
trained
on?
in it?
No, I'm pretty good at it though. No, this one in particular is only an 8.
You're not that good at it, at least in this case.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the why. I don't know.
The water's trying to kill us.
Water, it's... I mean, you're a trained man. It seems elemental. Of some type. Obviously water type, but
Mhm.
you're not really sure. You've never encountered anything like this. You might have heard of things like this.
Okay. So it's sure. Okay, that will probably be a full 6 seconds worth of my life.
You moved, you grabbed, you moved him. You have a bonus action.
No, I'm just gonna make sure the door's all the way closed. It's not just swinging over him.
You give it a latch.
Yeah. For real. Don't come out.
Frodrick.
I rage. Stupid water, stop hurting me! And I'm like, swing, swing.
You're mad at water.
I am mad at the water.
You are soaked, and you do have kind of a wedgie going on.
Yeah, I'm like, stupid water hurts me, I don't like it! Ah! I'm just like, swing, swing. Recklessly, I power attacked it. Okay, so that's a 21.
Yep.
And then my next roll will be a natural 20. I crit the second one.
Hey, look at that.
Okay, so
Things are turning around for you.
yeah, when I crit, it's 3d12 plus whatever. Instead of
Nice.
2d12. I have the whatever epic crit thing. And if there's another thing around me, I can swing again. Do I see the second one? Is the second one still around?
No, you do look around, even though you're in a rage, because you want to hit something else
Yeah.
whenever you crit. But you do see it. It comes up way back here, and it goes, and then the guy goes down under.
I can swing a third time on this one, too, since I crit, if it's not
There you
dead.
go.
So,
Well, let's do damage.
first swing. That's 9 plus 16. 25 for the first one. Woof!
25. That's a normal hit?
Yeah. Well, that's a power hit.
Oh.
Power attacking. And then
Like the sharpshooter equivalent for Gotcha.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, except instead of ignoring cover, if I crit or if I drop something to 0, I can make a bonus attack, like, with my Great Axe again.
Okay.
So here's the crit attack. Crit attack is 2d12. That's another 25.
So 3d12.
Oh, you're right. 3d12. 25 plus 1, 26.
These ones.
So, like, 25, 26. Is it still alive?
It is still alive.
I get to
Still
swing again.
water.
I swing a third time.
You hit it once, and you see
Stop hurting me.
the entire upper body splash downwards, and then it starts forming up again. You cut the next head off as it's growing.
Yeah, I'm like,
It
swing.
melts down into water again, and it starts forming a third head.
Does 15 hit it?
It does.
Okay, so I hit it again.
So its head is now reforming once more. You see a couple little arms trying to grow out of the water.
For 23.
Finish it.
So I'm like, swift. I just cut that off again. Swift.
You do. You're going to kill the whole ocean.
Yeah.
The third hit, you cleave off the head with those tiny pseudopod arms that are starting to grow outward all at once, and it just collapses into water once more, into the ocean. Oops, sorry, Ro.
Don't worry about it. I bounce back up.
I'm like,
You look over and it's gone.
I hate you, water.
Well, that was your turn.
I know who's never bathing in a lake.
You don't see the other one return for the moment.
Can I see the guys that it's jacked, or are they gone?
Are
Are they like going?
It would take your action to really make a perception check. Besides like your normal natural awareness, if you're trying to specifically look for something, they'll take your action.
Rage questions. How long can I be freaking out and before I stop?
Well, you need to either attack or be damaged. Correct?
I don't know. Is that what it is? I've
Yeah.
never played barbarian before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this next round is going to be rough for you.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if you can just damage yourself to keep it going.
I mean, I probably won't.
But maybe you can. That's a good question.
I don't know.
Go ahead and read the ability while you have a whole round going around.
All right.
Your turn, row. You're standing on the railing. The water collapses into itself. What do? You did see the other guy over here get pulled under.
Yeah. I'm going to go over to the captain and Augustus.
I jammed the captain back in through the door.
That's true.
Okay.
So it's just Augustus.
Just Augustus.
Back by the door.
There's one more out there that we see. It just dropped below.
What is this?
It's okay, guys. I got it covered.
Unsure. I've never seen anything like it.
Very well. Are any of the sailors still within sight? Go
back
for it and
over.
sacrifice yourself.
I go back over.
Okay. I'll still give you your action.
Do I see the sailors?
Make a perception check. You lean over the railing.
Natty 20.
Natty 20.
Boom!
Man, you are on fire today.
And I roll ones for damage, so that's all right.
That's cool. You look down and you do see a ghostly trail of a man because he's just pretty far under.
You should point him out to me.
I don't point them out, but I jump in.
All right, that'll be the rest of your movement to
Okay.
jump in. You see Ro go in. He does a swan dive off the ship.
I have these kind of long eyebrows, and one of them just goes up.
Cool. Well,
I'm gonna go in the water too.
Augustus.
And then the two of you have served your purpose. You got me safely to the other continent.
All right, George.
I will. I will walk up to the front, but not jump in the water.
So you're gonna stand by the railing and look over, and you see Ro now kicking his way downward.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I mean, actually, what do you want to do for your action?
I also want to gonna use perception. I want to find, a lifesaver, a rope, anything like that.
There is rope tied up here that is just spare rope for the sail and the mast.
Yeah, I'll begin uncoiling some of that. So that
Some of it's so there's two types of rope actually. There's a real thick rope. There's an anchor rope. Oh, and there's small rope. There's 3 types of rope, and there's an anchor.
We're probably still moving.
You were not. Remember, you had stopped to inspect the damage.
Oh, from the
Yep.
iceberg.
Iceberg.
the water elemental trap.
that hit us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab relatively sturdy rope. Since I can't see it or make a super intelligent choice. There's got to be some.
So there's real thick rope.
Mhm.
It's braided and corded. It's like 4 inches thick. That's really sturdy, but it's also hard to manipulate.
Yeah, not that one.
So then there is just a normal rope.
Normal rope.
Used to tie down crates and tie down other things.
Yeah, and to tie down sailors who fall in the water.
That too.
That sort of thing.
You grab the rope. It is still coiled up. You uncoil it. It would take your action to uncoil it like 7 or 8 times to give yourself a good bit of length.
I'm going to do that and make sure that it still appears anchored either by being coiled and wrapped around itself or tied to
It
something
is
on the ship.
anchored. In fact, it's always anchored to this part of the ship.
That's what I will be doing.
Okay. Roderick.
Don't worry, Ro. I will not let the water kill you. I go in the water.
You go in the water. What am I gonna do?
I can swim without having to half my speed.
Yeah. It's like, hey, thanks for making this nice boat. We're going to not be on it. I'll stay on the boat.
I've got an idea.
Oh.
There we go. I will. How far away is the sailor being yanked down?
Splash.
Actually, I don't even know the sailor's there. Right?
You just saw a row go in.
So I go after Ro.
Okay.
Once I start swimming down, does the sailor become evident?
Yeah.
What was your question?
Once I start swimming down, does the sailor become more evident? I have dark vision, so maybe a little bit easier for me to see in the dark water.
Yes, because of your dark vision.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
How far down is the drowning sailor?
He is pretty far down because he's not just sinking. He's being pulled underward. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Wow, 17. Yeah, 18 minus 1, 17. Holy shit.
He's currently being pulled down under.
Like right now.
So is the other guy currently being pulled down under. There's more than one.
Yeah, there's 3. Okay, well, I am going to swim after the sailor. I can swim at a speed of 40.
You don't go half your speed?
Nope, I have gloves of swimming and climbing.
I love you guys. Okay, who
no
thought
idea.
that would be useful
No
ever?
kidding, right? I'm like, well, it gives you +5 to athletics. That's what I wanted. So my athletics rolls are +13.
So this won't quite be up to scale, but
That's cool.
it's going to take your whole round to get to the sailor.
Okay,
And that means double moving.
that's cool. I double move then. When it
Don't
tries to
move
move
downward,
away, I will
and
carve
you
it.
do get to the sailor who he's struggling, and you see that these arms, these pseudo arms, are wrapped around him, and they're kind of crushing him as they're doing it.
At least I get there.
He shouts for help. He's struggling, and air escapes from his mouth.
Don't shout. Stop shouting, man.
That was your turn,
Yep.
unless you use a bonus action. Oh, by the way, you are no longer raging.
Yes, I am. I rage. Bah! I do it again.
As a bonus action?
Yeah. So I'm like,
You have to attack
bubbles
this round,
come
right?
out. What's up?
Is it this round you have to attack, or next round?
It's if I go a whole round without attacking or being attacked. Then
So the next round would count for that, if you go next round without attacking or being attacked.
yeah. So I think that, and I think actually I'm probably raging until the end of this round because this is the round that I won't attack or be attacked. But if it moves away from me, I'll get to attack.
What if it doesn't?
Then I have to rage again next round before I do anything.
Go ahead and give it another read over just to make sure.
I will. Here, let me tell you.
All right, you don't even tell me. Just tell me afterward. Go ahead. Oh, it's me. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's moving away. You see the man being pulled under some more. You had finally caught up to this creature, and you can attack.
I
It's at
recklessly power
disadvantage.
attack it. I roll normally.
So you're recklessly underwater attacking. It's hard to get your axe to swing correctly,
Let's see what happens.
but you're really mad.
Oh, I miss. That's an 11.
It is pretty hard though, and it's just the water slows it down as the creature
Like, whoops.
And you're
just
fighting
out
water
of
in a
distance.
water stack. It
Yeah.
looks like water.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just swinging my axe around. I don't hit it.
That was your turn. No, that was its turn. Row.
Okay.
I just
You
went
can
past
move
you.
20.
Right. Well, I just move towards him. Right
You
now,
move
that's
towards
it. I'll double move.
So you can move 40.
Yeah.
You're gonna almost catch up to him.
Okay.
So you continue swimming down and down and down. Augustus. You have the rope.
Good luck, guys.
Maybe you should have waited until you.
Yeah, I'll throw the rope, and then is the anchor on this side?
The anchor... Yeah, I told you there was a anchor on this side.
Okay. I will then go to the anchor and also get that, however involved I can be in that in one turn.
So you wanna You wanna loose the
Loose
anchor?
it. Yeah, just
Give me...
not strength, not strength, not
Not
strength. not
proficiency.
strength.
Not strength. Give me an intelligence check.
18.
18. So
Wow.
yeah, you have seen the captain loosing the anchor. It's not a super involved process, although it would take you a little bit to figure it out if you've never done it. But you do unlatch the necessary components and you get it loosed, and you know that once you do, it'll just drop and it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
So you do.
Yep.
And there goes the anchor. You watch it spindle downwards on a chain, and it's coming out the side.
Am I under the anchor?
Or on a rope, not a chain. Not you.
Oh, cool.
Ro, give me a deck save.
That's what you're made for.
Oh! Wait, how close are you?
Start with the inspiration.
Wait,
Not close
Did we
enough.
start?
How close
Did we
are
start
you?
with any inspirations?
No, because I have this thing I can do.
He's not close enough.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, he's like about 20 feet from you still.
I rolled a
No,
1.
20 feet's close enough.
Is it?
Yeah, 20 feet's close enough.
20,
So-
21.
Wait. No, it's not close enough. Sorry. Within 5 feet.
Send your
You
ghost.
gotta be within 5 feet.
Are you
your
talking
ghost
about your legendary resistance I gave you?
Yep.
I'm going to change that a little.
Okay.
So you have 2 legendary resistances per day.
Okay.
It costs 1 to have anyone within 10 feet of you re-roll a save. It costs 2 to automatically make a save.
That's fair.
That's your legendary resistance.
Okay. Well, sorry, bro.
So you
eat
botched.
anchor. You eat anchor.
You are swimming downwards and something hits you. And it starts pushing you downward, but it also does a little bit of damage to you.
Sure does. That hurts.
So take 11 damage. Jeez.
Wait,
my
I may be able to
life,
fix
dude.
that. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm raging still because I attacked at him. You're within 30 feet of me, so I can use my reaction to lessen it by 2d6.
Oh, well.
Nice.
I don't think I
Roll
have
better
it.
than me.
Okay, I'll try. You rolled an 11. I don't know if I can, right? But I'll make it less bad. Where's the red d6 or the orange one? I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. Take 7 less.
Natural 1. Gosh darn it. But thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like the party-friendly barbarian.
You are very friendly.
There you go.
Barbarians don't usually help their group.
I do a lot, though. That's what I do.
Well, I'm like his little brother.
Right.
So that's, he's just looking out.
Yeah.
The anchor
Unlike
is
this
starting to... It hits you, it spins you around once, and it's going past you really fast.
Good for that anchor.
Okay.
I'm
Go
going to leave
ahead.
it alone.
So that was his action. Now it's my action.
Can you roll an intelligence check?
Give me an intelligence check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you dumb?
Yeah, he's done with me. But
Oh,
you rolled
yeah.
beautifully.
So,
19 minus 1.
18.
How are you guys so smart?
I don't know, man. We're good in combat. It's
You
like
could grab onto the rope.
I could grab on the rope.
It'll
so
pull you
It's
down.
like pull you
Hop in a train.
faster.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. I didn't want to drown with it, though. That's what I'm afraid of.
You don't have to grab onto the rope.
No, I don't want to grab on.
All right, you don't grab onto the rope. Give me a deck save.
Yep. I have advantage. Oof. That's not good. I have advantage to do it badly.
What'd you roll?
I don't know. Let me see. What are my pluses?
You have a plus
I rolled
2.
a 9. Oh, so it's an 11.
11.
Yep.
It's not quite enough. The anchor
Bing!
now hits you as you're like, only for 5 damage.
Okay, so I have that to 2.
Is it a reaction to have it?
No, I'm raging.
Oh, you're raging. That's right. So yeah, take a couple damage, and the anchor starts going past you. It's going down pretty fast.
Is the dude...
Actually, you probably keep pace with it, honestly.
Okay. Because the dude is moving down, right?
Yeah.
It's pulling him down. And the anchor's not really passing me. It's just kind of...
Yeah.
I paused for a second and then rung my bell.
Raised you.
And then now I'm just going to swim after it. We'll go the same speed.
Okay.
If I hang on to it, do I have to spend my act movement to go down?
No.
I go down. I grab it.
You grab the rope. It pulls you downward. You're already keeping pace with it pretty much, so you can now move, or you can you catch up to the creature.
Sweet. Die, water. I swing at the creature.
Does it look different than regular water?
A little bit. It has a very translucent outline in the water, so it's really hard to see.
Okay.
I mean, it would normally give you disadvantage, but you're underwater. It gives you disadvantage.
Sure.
You can't have
in the
double
dark disadvantage.
He has dark vision.
Nice.
Yeah. It's the dwarven belt that I have, along with my beard, and drink like a sailor, I get dark vision.
It is a good point, though. Ro, you lose sight of them.
I grab the rope underneath you, and I'm like, wee, into the dark.
Really dark.
Is
Into the
rope,
depths.
Is the rope still going?
It is. You feel it close to you, and every once in a while it kind of like rubs up against you and then moves away.
I guess I'm grabbing the rope.
Is
Grab the
16
rope.
enough?
16 is a hit.
I hit it for 10 plus 19 since I'm raging, so 29!
29 damage.
We're gonna drown.
You might drown. I can swim like a fish, man.
You can hold your breath for 4 minutes.
That's a long time.
That is a
Unless
long
you're
time.
fighting. 2
What?
minutes.
That's still a long time. Alright, swing again.
Go again. What was your first damage? I'm sorry.
29.
Jesus.
So I'm doing
Barbarians.
12 plus 19. So we roll again. A 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
So that was 28. 29, 28, 29, 28. I'm upset at this thing. Stealing my
You
sailors.
can't shout at it because you're underwater,
I maybe do.
so you lose a little bit more. There goes 15 seconds.
That's fine. It was totally worth it.
So now you have a minute and a half of water.
All right.
Or a breath.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can. Oh, you did your 2 attacks.
Yep.
Its turn. It stops.
You have to do it,
And
water.
it lets loose the guy who he was struggling to get away. He finally frees himself and he just starts swimming. And it looks like he's frantically swimming.
Okay.
Uh,
You can make it, bro.
and he knows which way is up.
Yes!
And he starts heading upwards.
Way to be a good sailor.
He, in fact, even finds the rope by chance. He doesn't grab onto it, though. He tries and it goes through his hand because the anchor's dropping and he lets
Right.
go.
Okay.
And he swims upward. The creature turns around
Let's do this, water.
and slams you.
I love it. It has advantage to strike me. Fighting water and water is a bad idea, it turns out.
It's not a good situation.
0% chance we get to the monastery.
Actually, it's just gonna try to whelm you. Roll a strength check.
Is it strength or athletics?
Strength.
Okay. It's not a save?
This is a strength check. No, a strength save.
Oh yeah, I'm proficient, so I did do better. I keep looking at Delrin's sheet, but that's not going to work. I roll a 24.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. It
I'm
tries
super
to form around you and grab onto you, and you do break out. Give me another roll. It's actually going to be a disadvantage underwater.
Oh, bummer. Well, then I fail.
What's your roll?
2 plus 8 is 10.
Oh, you do fail. So you're
By
trying
fail,
to break
I mean
out.
succeed.
You're going to use it already?
Why not?
Just like that. Legendary resistance.
No, I break out. I'm like, fuck you, water.
You do break out. You push it off of you as it's trying to grab onto you and crush you and pull you down even more.
Mm-hmm.
But that was its turn.
Now it's my turn.
Nope.
Oh,
It is
not yet.
Augustus. Your friends are still down there. He's going to yawn, take a sip of tea.
Friends?
Curious.
Yeah, right? That's a strange word.
So I'm going to walk over. Do.
Give me a perception check over here.
Okay. My perception is 18.
Wow. Man, you guys are really good at this.
Yeah.
You hear some sound of chugging. Glue, glue, like gurgling.
Oh,
You look over and you see water spilling into that damaged hole.
Mm.
Remember how we talked about swimming
Yeah, I know,
ashore instead of
right.
landing the boat?
Yep. Well, in that case, I definitely go over to the door. And I open it. Like, Captain, we're taking on water. Go deal with it. And I slam the door.
He
Wow.
shakes it off. He runs
He's a good
and
captain.
opens the door. He's like, I'm going to need some help. We need to go now.
I look at fucking William.
William, you look
It
over.
was 90
Naturally, your
pounds
perception
soaking
can
wet.
tell that he is taking on a pale color, almost sickly again.
Oh, it's
Seasickness.
useless.
He's not meant for this part of the trip.
You come with me. And I grab him, and we're all going down.
Yes. You all go down underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I think I got out of order here. I think I've missed you, Ro.
Well, I was riding the rope down.
You're riding the rope, and you can't see anything.
Of course not.
Light a
So
torch.
give me a
Oh, no.
perception check.
Disadvantage, probably.
No, because this is for feel.
18.
18 is really good. You are being pulled under, and you brush up against something. It feels like someone.
Oh, I grab it.
You grab it.
That's a bad
And
idea.
there's a resistance to the grab, like you're gonna pull on them.
Because you're going past.
I'm gonna go up with it.
Okay. You grab on, you feel the resistance, wham! And it yanks downwards a bit, and it tries to pull free. You can hold on if you choose.
I do.
Roll your athletics.
Let's see. That's just gonna be a 12.
You don't. It pulls free,
Damn it.
Now you're not hanging out of the rope or the thing.
No.
and you're in the dark.
Well,
You can reach back for the rope if you want.
I'm going to reach back for the
So
rope.
you let
so I
go,
won't-
you grab, lose the grab, and you grab the rope, and you continue to be pulled under
All right.
the whole round.
That was that.
You can't see a
You
thing.
might want to go up at some point.
What's your constitution?
A 16.
16. You haven't been fighting yet, so you still do have a lot of time to breathe underwater.
Sure.
You normally have 3 minutes, so you would have like a 2.5 right now.
All right.
Back to our friend the barbarian.
Yeah.
You are just mauling water and water.
Killing this water. Fuck water.
It takes on different shapes and forms as it tries to slam against you and grab you.
Never drinking water again.
Fuck
Go
you,
ahead and roll a
Dasani.
hit.
All right. It's 12.
12 is not a hit. This is a really... Are you rolling... Oh, you're rolling reckless still.
I'm reckless, and I'm also power attacking.
Okay.
So I'm going
Good
to
to
roll
know.
a second time. Here you go. Second roll. 14.
Just enough.
Sweet. I roll 24.
24. Man, you're doing a lot of damage when you connect.
So. Did I watch this guy go by me?
No, you actually see him. You're pretty focused. You don't see him.
Okay.
He's confused and blind. And the creature goes to attack you, and it has advantage, correct?
Yes. Bring it on. Water.
Well, let's see if its ability recharges. Its ability does recharge.
Sweet.
Yeah, give me a strength saving throw with disadvantage. It goes to form over you once more.
14?
Is not enough.
Damn, man. It gets me.
It gets you. It wraps its body around you and restrains you.
Oh, is that what it does?
That's what it does. You can't move. And when it restrains you, you're going to take... Oh, just 2. 12 bludgeoning damage as it crushes you with
6.
its physical form.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Halved for raging. And you are now restrained until this grapple ends.
Okay.
And you lose 1 minute of air.
No, it just says that you're unable to breathe unless you can breathe water. You're already unable to breathe anyways.
Yep.
So, Augustus, you and the captain and William, who is following reluctantly, go downwards under the deck, and the entire bottom deck, lower deck, is filled with about 4 inches of water right now.
Snap. Right. So I'm going to be running with him, but he has to have the most experience with patching a leak in a boat, so I'm kind of deferring to him at the moment.
Okay. So he does run. He's maintained his composure and he's gotten back to being the captain. He goes down all the way to where the damage is, and that's actually where they have some spare planks and they have some spare nails and tools. And he starts grabbing planks and tools and he's passing stuff to everyone.
Okay.
William reluctantly grabs a hammer. He looks...
He's just my second set of hands for the thing that I can't hold.
He's your monkey holder.
Yep. He's like a belt that walks around next to me.
And the captain's like, just need to hold this against the water.
I lean on it.
Give me a strength.
Come on, that's why I leaned on it now. 6.
The water is rushing in. It's already taken on 4 inches of water across the entire boat. You do try to push against it, and it pushes it back, and it actually fops you in the chin while it does. Kind of leaves you a little ding in your dragonborn chin. He's like, here, let me help you. William, you hammer. And he's going to help push against it.
So it's an advantage attempt. Yeah, there we go. 18.
-1.
Oh, strength?
Yep.
And you're both leaning into this board and keeping the water from flowing in, at least for the time being. And William looks reluctant, and he goes to hammer a nail in, and he starts going tap, 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 tap into one of the corners.
Nice.
That's your guys' turn.
William
Again, I keep skipping Roe. I don't know how I got out of order. But
Well, I'm just drowning.
Ro can't
Don't-
see anything.
What are
Don't
you
worry
doing?
about what I'm doing
Can't
because
see
I'm going to my
anything.
grave.
Yes. Yeah, basically.
What are you doing?
Well, I guess I was holding on, but
You
At
can
some
grab
point-
the rope again if you want.
Oh, he was hanging out of the rope. You
yeah,
grabbed it
I
again.
did. I did.
So you're being
I'm going
pulled under.
right. But at some point, I'm going to have to say, I think I either went too far. Have I got to that point? I mean,
That's up to you. You rode this rope for a while and
Well,
you can't
yeah,
see anything.
okay.
Let's
so-
do ticker tape itemization here. It's cold.
Right.
You can't see.
yeah,
And the pressure is probably increasing.
right. So I'm going to let go of the rope at this point.
You let go of the rope.
I'm going to just
At
swim
this
up.
point, you see your friend, who's now about 10 feet above you, let go of the rope.
That's good for him.
Yeah. And I'm just going to start swimming upwards again
Okay.
until I can start seeing.
You obviously know where up is because you were just going down with the rope, and you start swimming upwards. Now since I keep skipping, you'll be up and again in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Froderick.
Okay, so restraining me wasn't his best move. Because now I don't have to swim after him if he tries to swim away anymore.
He's not trying to swim away.
Good. So I'm.
But you have
attack
disadvantage
him.
to attack.
I already have
As
disadvantage.
usual.
Yeah. There was disadvantage the whole time. Should I roll with disadvantage though, instead of rolling normally for attacking recklessly?
No,
Okay.
because they cancel each other out.
All right. So I do it. I attack him.
Well, actually, you'd have disadvantage for being underwater.
I have disadvantage for being whelmed.
You have one would cancel. You're gonna have disadvantage to your attack, even with reckless, because 1 and 1 cancel each other out.
Okay.
But you also have another disadvantage. That's being restrained.
If he whelms me, am I inside his body?
Yeah, pretty much.
So does the disadvantage from being underwater still count? I just have disadvantage from being in his body, which is water. Is that what the whelm does?
That's a weird question.
You know what I'm saying, though?
It's both underwater. Yeah, I'll just give you the 1 disadvantage. We'll cancel it out. You have
All
a
right.
normal roll. That makes sense.
All right, so here we go. He has advantage against me, which is still what's going on. The only difference between me being whelmed by him and not being whelmed by him is that I have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
13?
that's not a hit.
I can't hit for shit. 19, there we go.
That is a hit. You're getting 1 out of 2 every time. 50%.
21.
You're swinging your axe wildly while you're being crushed. And what do you have now? About 1:15 of breath?
Sure. 11 rounds,
Yeah.
give or take.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
if circumstances cause a roll to have both advantage and disadvantage, you are considered to have neither of them, and you roll 1d20. This is true even if multiple circumstances impose disadvantage and only one grants advantage. Or
Oh, so
vice
there's
versa.
no like canceling then adding.
Okay.
So you could have
Cool.
6
Disadvantages and
and
one
one
advantage.
and it just goes straight.
Okay, that's good to know.
Nice.
Yes, I've never.
It hasn't
that up
come up,
before.
I don't think. How much damage you do?
Oh, shit. 21. Is it getting smaller yet?
It's kind of
like-
hard to tell.
looks like
It's
the
still
ocean.
encompassing you, and its form is no longer that of a monster, but it's more like a
Blob or
a
something.
blobby sphere that's crushing you.
Like, where?
Which
Crushing me
you
for how much?
it's gonna start pulling you
Okay. I'm cool.
downward,
Alright.
and it crushes you automatically.
Okay.
So take 18 crushing damage, bludgeoning,
9.
and you're pulled down
Ugh.
another 30 feet. Nope, another 90 feet.
Holy shit.
It swims
90
really
feet?
fast.
We're gonna bottom out at some point.
It's like, whoa.
Oh. How far down am I?
You have no way to know.
Okay. Let's just pretend we're in
Dark
100
vision is 60 feet.
I definitely can't see the
You
top
lose
of
sight of your friend Ro immediately as you just. Whoo.
Alright. Okay.
That was his turn. Go ahead, Ro.
This is bad for me.
God, you just got sucked down? Is that what it is? God damn it.
It's eating me now.
And I'm unaware of any of this.
Yeah, you can't see.
You can't see.
Yeah, well, I'm going back up because that's what I said I was going to do. And
You do,
I
and
get a
you're
little
pretty
bit of seat.
fast, and eventually you whack, you hit someone's boot. You can tell it's a boot. It's definitely not your friend's boot.
Who am I seeing?
You don't see anyone, it's dark.
Well, I wanted to swim upward, but I'm grabbing
still
that boot
swimming.
because I'm thinking that might be the sailor guy.
That's probably the sailor guy. You grab it and it kicks.
He thinks he's gonna eat him or something.
That's fine,
He
but I'm
doesn't know.
taking him up.
Alright, so you grab onto him, he kicks, you pull yourself upward a little, you're faster than him, and you're now pretty much side by side.
All right, and can we see each other yet?
No, you can't see anything, it's
Okay.
blind.
Well, I'm pulling him up.
So you go to grab him
He's probably
and
not
pull
cool
him
with
up.
that.
What's that?
Yeah, he's
You
wanting
can
to
get
grab
your
him.
arm around him awkwardly, since you know where his body is, and you do, and you grab onto him and you can help him up.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Augustus, tink, tink, tink. He's really careful about making sure the nail actually gets placed inward. William is like, he's very methodical to his nature. Ting, ting.
Just hit the damn thing!
He stops for a second. He gains his
Don't
composure.
stop! No, hit it!
He goes to swing as hard as he can. At disadvantage. And he does it. Wham! The nail goes in. That's one. He gets another
Perfect.
nail out of his belt.
He goes one
Ting,
inch down.
ting. About 6 inches under that one.
Oh no, what's going on? You guys are going down.
You guys are already held against the pressure, so I'm not going to have you continue rolling unless you change your position.
No, I'm going to try not to move. And I'm just gushing over my back, splashing it in me, and I'm just giving him an incredulous
Well,
look.
actually, because this plank is meant to repair and to hold water out. So water's not rushing in.
It's leaking in.
It's leaking slightly.
Right.
Okay. So is this covering the entire hole, or was it?
The hole wasn't that big. It
Okay.
was enough to let a lot of water in, but yes.
That's awesome.
But it's
shaped.
it's about the
shaped
size of
boat.
this mat, this black mat.
Okay. It was a big piece of like plywood.
Yeah.
But it's curved to fit the shape of the boat. That's cool.
Well, it's pliable.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. Yeah. So I will continue to hold it for the moment.
Okay. And he's very methodical again. He goes back to his nature. Go ahead. You're being pulled under.
Die, water, die now.
You can use your action to escape
I know it's athletics roll.
if you want.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna escape and then move away.
Okay, so that'll be your action.
So I have to roll to escape, correct? Let's roll it.
No, you roll. It's a DC.
Oh, okay. 20. No, 18.
That is enough.
18.
You break out of this watery form. You can see it break apart and then start reforming into this water monster.
I swim 40 feet up.
Alright, you're like, I'm out. But when you swim, you don't disengage
Nope.
because it's going to hit you
That's good for me.
with advantage because recklessly last time.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely hits you
Cool.
for 2d8. 16 more damage
8 more damage.
as it slams against your body trying to escape its grasp.
I'm down to 66 hit points.
Oh no.
I swim up.
And you start swimming
It hits me.
upward.
I keep going.
You do. And it actually chases after you.
That's good.
And you didn't get very far.
40 feet's far?
And it hits you again and again. It's
Okay.
going to try to slam you twice.
Alright, fuck this thing then.
So this time it doesn't get advantage because you haven't reckless. So 11 plus 7. 18?
I mean, it's gonna hit me regardless.
Is it that bad? Oh, it crits you. Look at that.
I always get crit, man. Fucking crit. See,
So the
I
first
told you there's
hit-
at least once a fight.
Yep.
9 damage on the first hit.
Okay, so
And this one is doubled.
4 damage in the first hit.
There you go.
17 damage on the second hit.
Or 8 damage.
As it slams you twice and it pulls on you and it feels like your leg is being pulled out of its socket.
Let's kill this thing.
Go ahead, row.
I'm swimming up with the dude.
Swimming up, you can see a light above you. It's dim, but you can see a light. And you head for the light, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
And you reach the top of the water and you can see the ship. Give me a perception check.
Bummer. 10.
10? That's enough. You see the damage in the hole, where the hole was put into the hull of the ship, and you hear a slight ting, 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 and you hear someone yelling, "Just hit the damn thing!"
Well, that's weird. So I'm gonna.
There's a rope going all the way up.
Right. We're gonna climb the anchor rope, but where's dude? I still have.
You have him in your arms,
Great.
and he can see now. And when he breaches the wall, he's like,
Climb.
then the rope's still going down.
There should be the other rope too somewhere.
There is another rope. Did you uncoil it?
I uncoiled.
Oh, he did throw it
He
in.
did.
Okay,
There is
yeah.
a rope down there. You can grab that rope
I
and
don't know
climb.
if it's floating.
He'll
or
try.
If there's
He'll
anything on
try.
the end, but
He won't. He won't. He's really tired, and he's trying to climb the rope. Actually, he has disadvantage because he's been drowning. Yeah, he doesn't.
Okay.
do it.
Can you run on water yet?
No.
Oh.
Not yet.
What level is that?
It's like 15
11
or maybe it's
13,
11.
somewhere in that
He's
range.
treading water,
Yeah.
and he's trying to breathe, and he goes down, and he sinks.
Oh, I don't know. I want to climb with him.
Yeah, he
so
sinks.
I grab him. I go
Pull him
to
back
fucking
up,
grab-
and he takes a gasp of water into him and spurts it out.
Okay, so I said, fine then. And I grab onto him, and I'm going to try to one-handed climb. I want to be epic.
Roll it with disadvantage. Strength. Athletics if you got it.
I don't have athletics.
Or strength.
I do have strength.
Oh, that's right, because you have the gauntlets.
So that's a 20 and a 16.
You do it.
Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing. You hold him, you kind of throw him over your shoulder so he's like wrapped around your neck, and you start climbing like Andre the Giant in Princess Bride.
That's right.
Fezzik. That's his name.
Oh, yeah, not Andre
Fezzik.
the Giant.
No, it's Fezzik.
In the movie.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you climb up to the top of the ship.
a peanut.
Sorry.
I love that.
Go ahead, Augustus.
All right.
Ting. I think he's about got that second nail in finally.
Does he?
Yep.
Okay. Opposite corner. Go.
He
Oh,
grabs a
there.
nail and moves over to the opposite corner.
Hit it like you mean it.
Give me a leadership roll.
Half.
Like charisma, persuasion.
Is it one of those?
Yeah.
We'll do persuasion.
Intimidation.
Do you want it to be intimidation instead?
That's whatever you want to do.
Are you just like
I'm
trying
not-
to nice
I'm not
about it?
trying-
Like you're like, hey man, go over there, do there. You're like, do
I'm
it.
gruff, but I don't think I'm trying to intimidate him about it.
So persuasion.
15.
Wow. You rolled a 3? You're really persuasive.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, he winds up again to give it a good smack. With disadvantage, because he is not.
You can do it.
He is really good at this.
Man.
All he needs is a little
Each
persuasion.
time, it's barely hanging in there because he's already like prepped the nail. He lets go of it right before the hammer hits. Wham! you kind of worry for his fingers a little as he's doing
He
it.
doesn't need fingers for our mission unless this monk is deaf. If he has to speak sign language.
And he hammers the board in.
Okay.
It's
So
now
if he's done-
held in on both corners.
All right, so I will lean a little bit away and kind of test and see if it comes kicking at me.
Seems to be holding pretty well.
Okay, I leave. I go back up.
Okay, you go back up. And you see Ro just climbing over the balcony, soaking wet with one of the sailors.
Nice. So if he's getting up there, I'll offer to help pull
Oh
him
yeah,
in.
you do. You pull who up, the sailor or him?
I'll take the sailor off of his back so that,
There you go.
and just kind of toss him on the deck. Let him.
And you
Recover.
toss him on the deck like a fish. And he kind of flops around a little, and he spurts out more water.
Yeah.
He looks exhausted.
And I'm going to walk to the anchor and stop.
There you
Stop it
go.
falling.
Hit the brake.
That's nice. Thank you.
Mhm.
And
And I'll say,
that's pretty much the turn's worth.
Okay.
You can talk.
where is he? You know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe.
Yeah. I do. And I say, lost him in the water.
Fair enough.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Reverse anchor. I'm like,
Yep.
wait, what's that? No.
Go.
All right, I will swing at the water twice.
Now you're having a fight underwater.
If it's not going to let me
It's
go,
not
I'm just
an
going to fight
advantage.
to the death. No, I know. I attack twice.
There you go.
So let's just make it faster. Boop. Miss and hit, as usual. Per the usual. And then 20 damage.
Finish him.
I just cleave it in half.
And it
I want to swing the axe so hard the water splits for a second and then comes back.
splits, it reforms, and then it disperses into water, and all the molecules of this break apart into a million molecules, and they just dissolve back into water.
Do any coins pop out of nowhere?
And am I still next to the rope for the anchor?
You are.
I climb it up.
And they say you probably just saw it go.
Yeah.
How far down did you go? You can move 40
Yep.
total?
I can
Or
move
80
40 per, so 40 and then 40 more if I double.
if you double.
Yeah.
So you can move 80 around.
I can move 40 this round
Yeah.
and 80 the next round.
So you'll make it up. No problem. You're not going to drown.
No.
And
I am going to reverse anchor too, so you're getting
That'd
up
be
real
nice.
fast.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I had no idea you were on it, but we don't
yeah,
need
I mean,
to talk about that.
he's so far down that even like his weight moving it around doesn't look like anything on your end. But you do start reversing anchor. It's not like automatic.
Nope.
It's a crank. So you're
So it's
literally
like
cranking it up.
So yeah, I do. I start it, and then I look at you and like, you get this, and I'll go check on Dead Sea over here.
Okay.
You're in charge of the crank. I'm in charge of this guy.
So I start
Slap,
cranking.
slap.
And you guys do get through this combat alive.
Yay.
No one drowned.
I killed
No one
lots of
died.
water.
One guy
That's
died.
one guy.
He's somewhere out there.
I got to throw 3 punches.
2 out of 3 sailors ain't bad, people.
There's someone that got to throw 0 punches.
I leaned on some wood.
What kind of game are you running here?
So
I got the boss
eventually-
people around. It's
I actually
all right.
come out with the anchor rope and climb up.
Yeah. So at the end, when he's cranking it, you just come out.
Yeah, I'm just like, I come over the side.
No, perfect. You appear intact.
I mean, I'm kind of a little bruised, but not bad. I still have more hit points than you, I think.
That's what you tell him?
Nope, I have 54. No, I'm like, I am fine. I killed the water.
There you go.
That's what I tell him.
Well done. It would appear we've only lost one of our sailors.
I go over the one that is on the ground, and I just look at him and kind of glare, and I just want to say, be more careful next time.
He spits out the last of the water that was in his lungs.
I walk over and I pick him up. I just grab him out of front of his clothes and do this.
Oh, he's like a wet fish. You stand him up, and you can tell his legs are baby deer wobbly.
All right, then I just put him on my shoulder and I carry him down into the hole to get alcohol in him. I'm like, come friend, you need ale. I slap him on the back to get him to cough
When
up
you
more
do, he's
shit.
like,
Yeah, that's
he
good.
spits more.
Sweet, let's go.
And
Go
you're
down,
down.
bro.
A little blood came out with that one.
He's all right. I'm sure he's all right.
And you go down to the hold, and you drink.
Yep.
And you drink.
I'm going to pull in the other rope, coil that back up properly.
Augustus, are we still going to go into the water? Is there a hole in the boat?
It was being repaired.
That's
Could
good.
go check on their progress.
I drink my ale. I drink his ale. I go check on the progress.
And we'll do a quick break there, guys.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll break quickly, and you will make it to the monastery.
Yay!
This time we're actually going to get to the destination I said you'll get to in a game
Mhm.
for once.
I feel your pain.
We had a
That happens.
subscriber, or a resubscriber, and a bunch of followers. And like some chat going on.
Really?
Nice. What are you
Yeah,
chatting about?
Everyone was talking about like
Cordy
water elementals and
Cordy got deleted, but I don't know why, because he was pretty awesome.
who did?
Cordy's messages?
The stupid Nightbot's going crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why,
The what
but I'm
bot?
sorry about
The
that.
name, but the
That
auto
kinda
mod.
sucks.
Oh,
Anytime someone uses like a capital letter, it deletes it.
We'll have to change that. Capitals is fine. Who doesn't shout every once in a while, especially these guys?
I mean,
Especially
I think
when he's cheering for me to get hit
if
by
we
the
get
anchor.
a ton of
I loved
people in
it.
there, I would be fine with reinstating potentially other things. As right now, I'll take anything. If someone wants to just call me slurs the whole time, 4 hours,
Oh yeah, for sure,
like,
dude.
That's the price of joining.
yeah, it's like,
Yes.
we're online. You do what you want.
you heard him, folks.
Yeah.
You can call him anything you want.
Do it now.
Well, it's no fun if he likes it.
Well, right now, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't bother me, so it's probably a waste of your time. And right now, the Nightbot is still there, so we gotta figure that out.
It is snowing out here, guys. It's actually snowing outside for
It's
us.
the real
Has
Minneapolis
begun.
miracle.
It's the night
That is
of
not
hell.
a miracle.
It's a miracle, a winter miracle.
Fuck winter.
It's too early for this.
What if I could? Love winter. I mean, I guess it's. Yeah, it's only the middle of October. It seems
It's
a
the
tad
middle
early.
of October.
It seems a tad early.
We didn't even have a fall. Fall's my favorite season. It happens here for like 2 fucking weeks.
every third year.
You know, it might still happen. Like, once this snow melts off the ground, there might still be a fall.
Yeah. I guess the leaves are just starting to change color.
And it's snowing. What the fuck?
You could probably
Yeah, they're turning white because
Tap
of
the
the
brakes.
snow.
tap the brakes.
Yeah, this is not what I want.
Well, we got a new follower.
Follow us.
Welcome, Option 03. Thank you for following.
The third option.
Yeah, what option is that?
It's the
We'll
third.
find out.
That's the jump in the water option.
Tell me if you guys like the new overlay.
Oh, I
If
totally
you know
like
what
it.
the old overlay looks like, I guess. If you don't, I guess it doesn't matter. So we did update the overlay.
Instead of the gray, it's way easier to see.
That's nice.
That's
Someone
really
had
cool.
mentioned it was really hard to read the old one,
Mhm.
so I did a wood theme instead.
Good call.
So hopefully that'll help a bit. And I got more art in there. So
Nice.
you
Yeah.
actually see the characters you guys are playing.
That's you.
Oh,
That's
that was
me.
That was the big.
You're the big burly dragonborn.
Yep. There's you, and then where's what's his face?
We're just looking at the. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
We should probably
It's
start
like,
playing.
ooh,
Let's do it.
It'll pop up. I think it cycles through like every few minutes.
So, do we get to long rest here?
Yeah. So
Long rest.
you guys succeeded. You patched the boat. The captain spent a bit more time on it to make sure it was patched even better.
Strand.
And you will get a long rest. That means you're going to heal fully, recharge all your not spells, no one casts
Spells.
spells here.
No, that would have been awesome.
Recharge all your abilities, except you didn't do anything, Augustus.
Come on, I did too.
You dropped the anchor, that was cool.
Yeah, I used all sorts of useful things. I aided and abetted. Speaking of aiding and abetting, now it's one of your turns to pull some weight around here. We're down one sailor, so the captain may need your assistance. We'll all have to see what we need to do to get safely to shore.
The captain looks at you and he has his hair pulled back into a ponytail again. I think it'd be best if you help me. It seemed like you know your way around a ship a little.
I can certainly try.
He looks over at these two. You'd probably be my best option.
Please don't disparage my men in front of them.
What?
Yeah, I don't. He just insulted me, and I don't like that.
Wait, what did you do?
He just insulted me.
Really? Don't insult him.
I'm not insulting your lack of knowledge for a ship.
Oh. See? It's okay.
He just seems to know his way around the ship a little better than you. Can you tell me where the fore is, or the aft?
I know where the ale is.
Can you tell me where the port is? I can't even tell you. I already forgot.
You're like port, like ale?
Port.
Yeah, I'm like, port is what you drink. I didn't know we had port. Do we have port?
No. Anyways, you do see what I mean.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I mean, when I tell someone I need them to set sail,
I walk away.
I can move the thing. I move things easy. I lift the side of the table and put it back down.
you do very well. If I have anything to move, I'll let you know.
I drink more.
Cool. And the rest of the time passes uneventfully. You help when you need it, I'm assuming. You don't have to help if you don't want.
I assist as far as I am able.
And you guys now see land. Far off, you see the mountainscape. It's the daytime. This is a couple days later. Give me a perception check.
20.
17.
You guys are really good at this.
10.
Still not too bad. You can see the mountainscape. This monastery is set upon a mountain that has 3 large peaks. The 3 Furies. And that's why it was thusly named. You also see a couple ships, pretty large ships. One hasn't even gone into port because it's so large, and it's flying a flag. You can make out the symbol, an anvil and a fist.
Huh. They're the Anvil Fist people?
Does anyone have history?
Nope.
I mean, you can roll it.
I just asked the captain.
16.
We'll let Augustus roll it because
Yeah,
he's the only one with any smarts around here.
I don't have that.
16?
16 is enough. That is the symbol of Bar Ladur.
Oh.
Bar Ladur,
Dwarves.
a dwarven kingdom.
Okay.
The dwarven kingdom of Gyalden. It's the main kingdom. Now, they have a few large kingdoms on Gyalden. There's not just one. They all have their own boundaries and regions. It holds the most territory of the eastern part of the continent. And you would know they haven't chosen sides in the war. In fact, the war mostly doesn't affect Gyalden at all for now.
It's like Switzerland.
Kind of, but they're a huge continent.
So, okay.
It would appear we have an extra task while we are here. Maintain relations at all costs. We do not want them to enter the war. They are unlikely to be our allies.
I like dwarves.
Good.
I speak Dwarven. Sometimes when I find them and we trade, we drink together. They're good friends. Sometimes.
I go talk to William.
Yeah, right.
You do.
Like, I go have a dungeon conversation with this other guy.
What do you guys do? Port is 30 minutes away.
I'll make sure all my gear is ready to go. Let's see. I'm going to ask, I'm like, William, will you need help?
Do you think we should fly our flag? You think that'd be a good idea?
It is good to have.
He goes over to Augustus.
Right, I'm like, it's good to have pride in one's origins. Flying our flag is good.
He literally walks away as you start your sentence
I'm like, whatever.
and goes to Augustus.
Okay, I'll go with them.
Do you think we should fly our flag?
I'm doing this.
I assumed that we were generally upon this continent. Our alliances do not mean much either way.
I believe that our tasks are right and just, and what we fight for is right and just, but not everyone in the world believes that.
Of course.
It might be better to go under guise as maybe merchants.
Is the monk and or monastery expecting us?
They're expecting a host. We didn't tell them who is coming.
Okay.
I think part of the strategy is having you with us to be a surprise. I think they'll understand how serious this is to us if they know that Magnus's own brother has come along.
They're aware that I'm here. Then we may as well make it plain.
They're not aware yet.
Well, we want the monastery to be aware, do we not?
I thought that was part of the strategy, was going in. They don't know who you are. It's another bargaining chip. Say he doesn't accept when I talk with him. And then you come in with me for the second visit.
There is wisdom in that. Keep the flag down for the time being.
So
If there's no reason to wave a flag, perhaps we just forego the opportunity.
I know that it's a point of pride to show who you are where we go. This is just a more diplomatic mission.
Very well.
Diplomatic.
Right. I'm like, yes.
For the time being, I guess when we go into port, I'll go visit with Shinshu. I'll let you know how it goes.
Very well.
Aren't we supposed to go with you?
I think it'll be best if I go alone, at least at first.
How are we to protect you if we cannot go with you?
If I need protection, you'll know.
This
I don't
is-
think I need
This is not a
protection.
lawless city. When we are in the city limits, you should be safe. All of us should be. As should all civilians from us.
He looks at you and he says, there are other methods of persuasion, not just of the talking kind. My job is to try to persuade them through talking, through diplomacy.
Right. With your mouth words.
If that doesn't work, there are other ways. And he looks over your group.
I'm like, king. I grab the axe. I'm like, yeah?
It doesn't have to be an all-out war.
Okay.
Listen. He reaches into his pouch. If needed, the mountains, the Three Furies monastery, their creek provides water to the entire village. He pulls out a pouch. It's like a bladder, a water canteen bladder. In here is enough to poison the whole town.
Why would you poison the town?
A bargaining chip.
Let's hope we don't have to.
And he hands you the poison.
I don't understand. Why would we poison them?
As of right now, we have no reason to. That is why we are not doing it.
Okay. I'm like, whatever.
To be clear about it, it would be a bargaining chip.
How do you bargain with poisoning people?
Because I also have a cure. It's not going to kill them. If Master Shinshu is a reasonable man, he would probably trade his honor for their lives. If he doesn't fight for our cause, we might be able to make him fight for our cause.
So wait. So you're going to try to use words. Then if the words fail to make him our friend, you will poison his people?
He doesn't need to be our friend. He needs to be our ally.
I thought that's what ally meant.
It does not.
So I am their friend and your ally. Is that what we're saying? Like that?
That pretty much sums it up very clearly.
Well done.
I think I understand.
Gold star.
Yep, right. I'm like, hey, I got it.
Yes, come to the city. I'll buy you an ice cream.
What is ice cream?
Oh, you are in for a surprise.
Can you put ice cream in?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
So you guys are now sailing past the frigate, the large dwarven ship that couldn't even make it into port. And it's at least 6 times bigger than your ship. It could hold maybe a crew of 50, and then it would have enough room for many, many dwarves.
Are there any dwarves on deck?
There are a few on deck still attending to the deck and keeping the sails down, scrubbing it.
I'll call out a dwarven greeting from our ship.
Do you speak Dwarven?
I do.
Give me a Dwarven greeting, persuasion style.
I have advantage.
What?
When it comes to social roles, the dwarves have advantage because of my dwarven belt. Ryan, suck it.
Your mother's beard passed on dutifully to you.
Yeah. 18 minus 1 is 17.
That's fucking amazing.
So, something along the lines of like, may the fires of Morden's forge warm your nights and keep your women safe. I don't know.
And
Something.
a couple of them actually stop swabbing the deck. They're leaning on their mops and they give you a greeting in return.
Nice.
And one of them gives you the Bar Ladur fist.
I also fist pump. Like, yeah.
You give him the fist bump and he cheers like,
I fist him back.
I fist him back, yeah. Yeah.
What's the timestamp on that one?
oh man. And then you sail by.
That's why I like doors, see?
And they're actually looking down at you because their ship's really large, so it's about twice the height of yours too.
Okay.
And you guys make it into port, where a couple of their smaller ships have set anchor.
Sweet.
There is a hustle and a bustle to this small fishing village. Normally this village might be host to a few hundred people. It's at least double that size right now. And there's a lot of activity, mostly dwarves, besides the villagers that live here.
Have we already worked out accommodations with this captain for return?
He's just
Voyage?
going to be there until you go back.
But that was assumed already. Okay.
It's not a one-way trip.
I didn't know if that was
Yep.
going to be.
That is
Alright,
already
girl.
worked out. Oh, and you guys have enough gold for comings and goings. Have 500 gold each.
Yeah. Captain, make some repairs to the ship. We'll keep you informed as to our progress.
Good luck. We'll be here if you need us. If you don't have anywhere to stay, it looks like the city's kind of full right now. You can come back and stay on here. There's a little more room now.
I've grown accustomed to our hammocks.
And he starts taking down the sails, starts putting the ship down.
Make myself presentable, and we may as well take a look around the city.
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
When so William is going up to the monastery. Do you have any time you expect to return?
Where should we meet you?
I won't be longer than a whole day. I'll probably be back tonight.
We're back where? Where should we meet?
I'm gonna go
So
back
ship.
to the ship.
Okay.
Seems a good spot.
We will go drink and have merriment.
Okay.
I assume that's part of everything you do. We also
Right.
have other tasks.
We do?
And we're gonna go see the city. We're gonna go.
Right, to drink and have merriment.
Yep.
Where do you go? The bar?
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a single bar
In the whole town?
in the whole village of normally about 200 people.
Yes, we go to the bar. I'm like, come, let's see this part of the city.
You
And I walk
get
into
to the bar, and it is packed, and there's actually a line to get in, and it's a line of dwarves.
Nice. I'll call out more dwarven greeting magic.
Sure. So you start calling out dwarven greetings. Give me another epically awesome dwarven greeting
Nice. Okay, here we go.
with advantage.
May your ale always be warm and your beard always grow thick. I had bar the door. I give him the fist.
Bar Ladur.
With advantage, 17, 18 minus 1. Dwarves love me. Dwarves
I can't
fucking love
believe
me.
you have a negative in charisma and you're awesome at this.
Dwarves love me. See, I told them that sometimes dwarves make really good friends.
And your beard is helping a lot.
Epic. Like, may your ale always be warm and your beard grow thick by the door.
And you hear about 5 cheers of people waiting in line. They're like, yeah!
This is a
And-
good establishment for us to frequent.
The line slowly, one person moves in.
Okay, I go up one.
Is there like a bouncer at the door, or is
No,
this just?
it's just... it's maintained order outside of the bar, at least.
How many dwarves are in line?
5 in front of you.
Oh, so I say to them, friends, you should let me in first so I can pay for your drinks at the bar before you enter. In Dwarven.
Give me a persuasion roll. I would give you advantage, but you already have it.
13.
13? One of them's like, you can come over here and stand in front of me.
All right. Is he the guy in front?
No, he's like the second in front.
Whatever. I go. Doop, 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 doop,
Two of
doop,
them,
doop, doop,
two
doop.
behind him, they're like,
Your drinks are on me, friends.
okay.
At least your first drink.
You see one of them, he's like, thank you. And he starts drinking his ale that he's waiting in line for.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So I get in front of those guys.
And you get in the bar, eventually.
Cool. I probably get in far before you guys.
I walk with you when you go up.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I don't even make anything out of it.
It's like,
I just
whatever.
assume you're buying it for both. Like you're buying that advancing for all of us.
All right. Okay, so we go in.
All right.
Doop, doop, doop,
And they
doop, doop.
continue just bantering back and forth.
And when I
mostly
get in,
about
I'll buy a drink for the dwarves that are still in line behind us.
All right.
How many dwarves are in the bar?
A lot. At least 30.
I'll buy a drink for everyone in the bar. And I yell out. So we get to the bar, and I'm like, drinks for everyone. Whatever. That's probably all I have. And then I'm like, bar the door. And then I buy
It sounds
drinks
like
for
you're
the whole
saying bar the door.
Bar the door. And Mike, I'm speaking in Dwarven. I have an accent.
And a cheer goes up,
And
a
I'm like,
rise.
yeah!
And you
the whole
see
bar.
ale as people are clinking glasses and sloshing and spilling out from all the merriment. And you just can't even help it. You all get doused in ale.
I'm like, whenever it gets to my face, I'm like, yeah.
Even if you don't drink, you're having a little drink right now.
I drink, obviously.
I'm not against having drinks.
So how much gold am I down for buying for the whole bar?
A whole round?
Yeah, whole round.
Give me 20 gold. It's really expensive, but they're serving their best.
Okay. All right, so 20 gold plus for us.
That's 20 total.
All right, cool.
Drinks everywhere. And the dwarves continue their merriment and shouting. They don't talk to each other. They yell at each other.
Yeah.
And they have some dwarven games of strength, feats of strength.
Yeah, I want to go play a Dwarven
Of
game of
course you do.
strength.
And you do. And you beat a few of them handily.
My athletics roll's plus 15, so
I know.
or plus 13. I feel like it's pretty good.
If you're not raging, it's still really good.
It's really good, yeah.
And you put a few of these dwarves to shame, but you do it in style with a dwarven beard.
Yeah.
So
And every time I beat someone, I'll buy him a drink. Because we're
You are,
fostering goodwill, right?
That's
A
why
dwarven
I'm letting
gentleman.
you play.
Bar the door. Yeah, so if I win, they get a drink.
And give me a perception check. Augustus.
26.
Jesus.
We're killing it today.
You guys are.
Just
Perception
roll.
checks save lives, man.
You hear a voice behind you through all the merriment, through all the cheer. And it's a very serious voice. What are you doing here? You've never heard this voice. It's a dwarf.
Mhm. Am I overhearing it, or does it seem to be directed?
It's directed at you, but it's really hard to hear in this bar.
So I will turn and look.
You'll turn and look, and you see, you're a soldier, correct?
Correct.
Your background is soldier?
Yep.
You see a commander, a dwarven commander, someone that would be in charge of a troop, so not a general.
Okay. So mid-level rank.
Mid-rank.
Right now we are drinking. Would you care to join us? And I grab one of the ales that I assume are being filled up. I just kind of grab it.
There's so many glasses. You wouldn't even know if you lost yours and you had someone else's at some points of the night. And he'll actually point to a couple seats that are open.
2 seats that are open?
There's a few seats open at a small table.
Okay.
It seems to be intentionally left for probably leadership.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll go with him.
You want your friends to join?
Bar the door, bar the door.
I figure you're doing just fine where you are.
I do my thing.
Yep. But I put my hand on your shoulder. Like, Roll, come sit down.
I go walk with him.
You walk with them, and it's just you two and the commander.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Dragonborn around here every day.
We've just arrived.
Can you tell me your purpose?
Our purpose is diplomatic in nature.
Aye.
Would you care to share yours?
We were recruited by a king.
Ah. Which king?
A king from Airshun.
Dwarven king.
An elven king.
Oh. Very curious.
No.
I know who these guys are.
You're not there. Wait.
I know. Go ahead.
You're not there. I got these preloaded for you. You're Barladurin.
No, there's a reason I didn't let you play.
There's to be a meeting.
Oh, is there?
Aye.
You appear quite formidable. May I assume that is a meeting of war?
Aye. And if you are who I think you are, you might not want to be here in a week.
And who do you think we are?
That's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Can't imagine that we would have any purpose in being here within a week. I appreciate the word of caution.
Well, if you don't have any business with us, then I would just suggest that you move on.
Would you like to have business with us?
What do you have to offer?
A
You see,
future?
my king isn't completely decided in the war,
Of course not.
and it's obvious which side you fight for.
And I suppose you have many things to choose from. Because if it were only simple choices, such as who is right and who will win, you would obviously join our side. But as it is, you undoubtedly have alliances, which complicate matters. I cannot hold those against you. Most of them were put in place long before you were born.
You know, my alliances aren't so solidified. Not as much as yours are.
Well,
Can't say as much for the general here, but he hunkers down a little and he gets very quiet. If he wasn't around, I'd be next in line.
And there it is.
Yeah. you're not there.
You're gonna have to get those big ones.
Get the metal ones.
Oh no.
They're on rocks.
And if that were the case, and he wasn't around, then the meeting coming in a week might not go the way they want it to go.
Curious.
In fact, from what I hear, there's going to be some very important people on that ship that never made it to port. Who'd be the wiser?
I kind of just go back and whisper behind his head so the dwarf can't hear me. Just gonna say, I'm no strategist, but I'm starting to like this guy.
You say it in Draconic?
Yes, I do.
Okay. He doesn't seem to understand what you're saying. I mean, obviously you're saying something. Quietly.
Is there anything we could provide you to assist you on your journey?
Aye, well, title change. That's one. But that won't set me for life. Especially after a war.
No.
Best not if we talk about it all here.
Indeed. Very good.
If you want. There's a few places we could talk in town. It's not so crowded.
Perhaps. Yes.
I could invite you back to my ship.
That would be agreeable. I'm just debating out of game and in game how many to bring with me.
Come on. Don't leave me hanging the bar a whole game.
In game and out of game.
That's brutal.
Ro, go retrieve Frederick. I believe we need to get this last one to go.
Aye. Meet me outside my ship in about 30 minutes. Most of the men are over here anyway.
Yes.
He swigs down the rest of his drink, gets up, walks off, gives you a fist cheer as he walks out the door. Bar the door!
Bar the door!
And he defines it for you a little clearer a second time. Bar the door!
Bar the door!
And he walks out of the bar.
If we're leaving, then I want to stand up on a bar stool and make a proclamation before I leave and buy one more round. I'm going to say, may the fleas of 1,000 reindeer nest in the genitals of our enemies, bar the door!
Yeah, give me a roll normally, not an advantage.
That's great. What are you talking about? That's awesome.
Sure.
Okay, whatever. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, baby! You did it! Dwarves love me! Dwarves love me!
And for some reason, that cheer,
It's like, yeah.
beer is sent flying through the room. Everyone's like, yeah! And it just coats you guys head to toe. Everyone's full glass is now empty in a cheer.
I'm going to buy another round for the whole bar, too.
And another cheer goes up. And then you guys exit the bar, soaked to the bone
So 20 more gold.
in beer. This is a new experience for you. You've been to bars
I
with
look at
him?
you and I'm like, I am fostering goodwill.
Yeah, I've never seen you so much as get a positive reaction from a mirror, let alone another living being.
But I'm like, I am fostering the goodwill that we spoke of earlier.
Yeah, I'm totally reevaluating my entire plan. This is completely different.
Dwarves literally love me.
And you guys have 30 minutes.
Okay.
20 more gold down the drain.
Yeah, get rid of all your money.
A lot of gold. What are we doing now, Augustus?
All right. Well, we should find our way to his ship, and we will meet there. Do you have any first impressions?
I don't.
As you're like wiping off soaked beer from every garment.
I just shake like a dog. I'm like,
And I say in Draconic, I do not trust him, but I did like his words.
who do we not trust?
The dwarf.
We've just met a captain who is second in line for this dwarven fleet. This dwarven fleet is here for a military conference to discuss alliances. The captain is more amenable to our purposes than the current general is. And he has indicated that should he
Augustus, slow
be in
down
power,
for him.
Wait. So this is like a pack of wolves, and he wants to be the alpha. But instead of taking it himself rightfully, he wants us to kill his leader, so then he can be the new alpha.
Perhaps. Though it is more as though we were to stumble upon a pack of wolves, and the current alpha is not particularly inclined to listen to us. However, the beta may be more receptive.
I understand. Why fight in the pack when you can kill the alpha?
This was not our primary mission. However, it would appear the opportunity has landed in our lap.
Opportunities are good. We should take them.
Opportunities are good. Very well.
I hope we don't have to kill too many dwarves. I like them.
Indeed. Yeah, we should just head back. I don't know how far away it is, but
It's a village. You can make it back in 5 minutes or less.
Oh, okay.
Well, we have a lot of time.
25 minutes. You guys are now outside of the bar, standing around talking, where most of the ruckus is happening at the bar. There's only a few people walking here and there to different buildings.
I need to buy a thing.
Mostly villagers. Give me a perception check. Just
Me?
roll.
Wow. There you go.
That's gonna be a good old 26.
We cannot roll less than a
Perception checks save lives,
I
people.
can't wait till you guys just die from ones all the rest of the game.
I've
No,
already
you
rolled
really
my
want-
ones.
You see one of the villagers. They're walking up towards the pathway to the temple. And the pathway winds and winds and winds up the mountain for a long ways. And it eventually comes to some stairs that wind zigzag back and forth all the way up. But this villager is very familiar. Someone you once knew.
Oh, snap.
I look at Augustus.
He looks at you. You guys lock eyes for a half a second. And he just turns around and walks towards the monastery.
I look at Augustus. in Draconic. Augustus, I've become distracted.
It's okay, Fro. I am easily distracted too.
Yes, but this is not by ale.
Is it by women?
No.
Is it by...
By my past.
How did your past distract you? It is in the past. It's not here.
Before we left, I overheard that my old master is at this monastery.
Oh, this is good. Would you like to see him?
Very much so.
Nice. Maybe we should go and visit him.
But I don't plan on him living after I see him next.
Is he sick? I'm so sorry if your master is sick. Maybe we should bring him medicine.
He's not my master anymore.
There would appear to be some ill will between our friend and his old master.
Oh, you do not like your master. Maybe we should kill him.
It would be just me.
Bro.
Do you need to seek him out? Or is this something that...
My focus is with you guys.
I kind of try to squeeze your bicep, bro. You're not a strong man. Maybe you will need help. I will help you.
We're not doing it now. I just wanted it to be out there.
Very well. What, he was the human, correct?
Yes.
Told me about him. Well, he will stand out almost as sorely as we do here. So he should not be too difficult to find, should we need to.
You take a glance back and you see him walking up the path.
My fists are just starting to clench.
So I'm like, oh, never mind. I do nothing.
You might not know anyways.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I know a thing that I should buy.
Okay.
There is a certain thing my father had that was full of salves and ointments, and it was good for if you hurt yourself. It was a kit that promoted healing, and I think maybe if there was one in this town, we should buy one.
I suppose there is some wisdom in that.
It is good for if you have to fight more than one time in the day, and I believe that maybe we will.
Well, let's head there.
For brevity's sake, go ahead and spend by a healer's kit.
No, you will get to the monastery.
Healer's kit, go.
Have yourselves a few healer's kit. One each.
Cool.
Don't even spend gold. You have 500 gold. Don't spend gold. Whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Spend a gold. There you go.
Doesn't matter.
The more stuff we get, the more he gets to use these NPCs later.
Yeah, that's cool.
In 6 weeks or a year or whatever.
Thank you for making the A squad that I can just ruin your regular characters with later.
False. Or true. I don't know who I like more right now. It's so tough. I love him.
So you head to the ship. You head to the ship there, Ro.
Mm-hmm. I do head to the ship. I'm not going.
You look back once more as you're getting further and further away, and you've lost sight of your old master. And you get to the ship. And there, the commander is waiting for you expectedly. Ladies and gentlemen, come on up.
I also, behind Augustus, I say, do we go on?
I'm planning on it.
What's going on here?
I'll keep my eyes open.
Always advisable. Particularly when walking a plank that connects the land to the ship.
So you walk up this plank, and it's slightly wobbly. It bends a little as you go up. And you get onto the deck of this large ship. It's about twice the size of your guys' little ship. And he motions to the quarters in the back. He walks through the door, and there's no one in there. It's got a desk, a few chairs that have been set out, intentionally set out. It doesn't look like they're normally here. And then a map's been spread out on the desk, but you see a bunch of little like knickknacks and pieces and army pieces that have all been shoved off to the side.
Oh, nice. I picked some up. I'm like...
Now don't lose those though, okay?
I do not lose things often.
So, do you have any tea?
I have some ale.
Bar the door!
Close enough.
He pulls out a bottle, and this is not any ale. This is dwarven ale. And he pours everyone a drink. And it's a small drink. It's not what you're used to. You get the pints. This is just a little tiny cup.
And I slide mine over to him.
I take his too.
It's pretty strong, even for you. It's like,
Cool. I
you
might
slam his too?
I give it a second.
Okay.
I'll wait until I'm not like breathing fumes, and then I do it.
Roll a d20. Constitution save.
I have advantage. Because the dwarven belt. That belt is awesome.
I hate you so much. This is amazing.
15 plus 8 is 23.
You're pretty good.
Did you
You
see-
do feel buzzed.
Yeah, I'm like, that was good. Thank you.
Did you see that he had the dwarven belt before? All right, this is great. Well done, Josh.
Who would have thought your item would come in so handy?
Both of my items.
Underwater fight with the dwarves.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm like, yeah, that's acceptable. I put both the cups back in front of him.
So tell me about your general.
Well, now we can speak frankly. He needs to go. He doesn't need to come back. Once he's gone and I take his position, I think we can mount a strike. Strike against the ship that's coming in. It's a kingdom from Arishan, a kingdom that hasn't been involved in the war much. Kingdom from Sharanor.
Curious.
From what I hear, it's one of their generals will be on board. If we can strike first. Sounds like we can give your side a good fighting chance.
Well,
And this is
our
where,
side. I don't down it like he does, but I
and this
drink
is
it.
why you want to kill him.
No. There's a little more that I want. I want estates. I want lands. And I think after the war, I don't want to live in Gyaldin anymore. I don't want to live in Bar Lador.
Why not? Bar Lador is a good place.
If word was ever to get out, what happens here, what happens in this week, well, you can understand that getting rid of the general would not look too kindly on me. I want to take my family up to Arishan.
Have you ever seen Sharanor?
I've not.
You will have plenty of time to grow accustomed to it. Should this work, the city will be yours.
I was thinking a little higher than that.
Higher than a city.
I want to be a general.
Mm.
I want to fight. I love to fight. And I want to fight for Magnus.
Fighters we can always use.
I want to be one of his generals.
How many generals does Magnus have?
From what I've heard, he has about 10.
Why not 11?
Is that something you could do?
I could make the conversation happen. You
I
will
need
have to
more
prove
than a conversation.
you will have to prove your worth to him directly. Normally, I would be uncomfortable promising even that this conversation could happen.
I'm sure Magnus doesn't mind another general. More generals is good.
How can I know what you say is true?
I have no reason to lie.
How do I know that you can give me a meeting?
How do we know that you won't stab us in the back once you have your general gone?
I can't do it myself. I need someone else to do it.
Then
We can do this thing.
what good is he to Magnus?
I rotate the ring on my hand around that normally has the seal on the inside, and it has the Monroe family crest on the outside. Now, I can get you the conversation with my brother.
He doesn't know what he's looking at.
He doesn't know what he's looking at, but you say with his brother. And his eyes go half a second They go kind of wide. Then back to normal. Alright.
If you do well by us here, you may very well change the course of the entire war. That sort of thing does not go unrewarded.
Then let's make plans. Can't be tonight. Probably not even the first couple nights.
Augustus and you made plans. We should go drink, Ro. Let's go find your master. We can do that while you plan.
We will not be finding him tonight.
Why not? Go find your master, go drink. Good.
Go do what you need to do.
Come, Ro. Let us
Is
go.
that the
Go.
thumbs up?
Play.
Wait, is it the play?
I'm confused.
Just know that we may be required by our primary mission to investigate things later tonight. Do not do anything that would cast disfavor upon us.
We'll go drink.
He can't promise you that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Are you sure you want to find master? We can find him.
I'll
If you
come
want,
find you.
Kill him. Whatever.
While they're thinking about
Walking
that,
off, I'm talking
I,
about it.
uh,
I'm like,
I get an idea.
Yeah.
Of course, your general is a drinker, of course.
He's a dwarf.
yeah, bar the door.
Bar the door.
Do you have servants who would have access to him?
Aye.
And I grab the town's worth of poison, slip this into his drink.
The whole thing.
He is a dwarf.
Yeah. He won't need it all. But it's good to have some spare.
Aye. Well, gentlemen, think we have us a world to take over.
Bar
I
the
think
door.
so.
Come
It's a
around.
pleasure
He
doing
raises
business
his
with you.
glass and clinks glasses with you.
I have two empty ones in front of him.
Finish
waiting to be
my-
refilled.
He looks at his bottle.
Oh, you guys are
You
still
might want
there?
to sit on that a little.
No, I mean, I actually drank both of mine in his glass and put them in front of him to refill.
You might want to sit on that a little.
I don't understand.
You probably don't need any more.
Slow
of that.
down.
Not need more tonight? I thought you were a smart dwarf.
I thought you were heading
Come, let's
to the
go. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Go drink someplace else.
Okay,
As you
so
guys
we
are
walk out.
exiting the ship, he gives you a hand clasp and shakes your hand. You guys see your friend coming back from the monastery,
William. Sweet. Let's go talk to William. Let's go and bring William to drink with us. He needs more drinks.
Absolutely.
He looks up at you guys. and
William.
He doesn't smile, he just kind of waves. And when you get up to him, he's like, I don't think this is going to work out like I thought.
What do you mean?
He didn't even want to meet with me. He refused me. I've never heard of him refusing anyone before.
People should not be refusing my associates or my allies. Let us go, and we will convince him again.
What did he say?
Augustus isn't there.
He didn't meet with me. He just sent someone to tell me that he's not going to meet with me. They didn't give me a reason.
But that is very rude.
That is rude.
We should tell Augustus.
Augustus is planning. Maybe we should go and talk to this man.
As you say that, Augustus walks out.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
There was no planning tonight.
Oh.
His plans were one bladder full of poison done. Have an inspiration.
That was
by the
really
way.
good. I know what to do here.
Should be enough to kill a whole town
Or one dwarf.
They have advantage to poison, right? All right, here's enough.
Here's the whole town's worth of poison.
Make it really hard to roll.
Right. Okay, so I'm like, Augustus, we have a problem.
You
Already.
see William standing there.
William has been refused by the person we are supposed to ally with.
Curious. Did you just give your name? Did you say which envoy you were with?
Well, they knew I was coming. I didn't drop your name.
Come, let us go back. We will try again.
They know why I'm here. They know who I side with. They haven't taken a side, and honestly, they've never sided with anyone, ever, in any war. But I still thought he would at least meet with me. He would listen to me, and he didn't.
Somebody else has his ear.
It's okay. Augustus, you are our turkey in the poke, like the card game Mazoko. You will get us in.
I wait for anyone to give me like a hint what that's supposed to mean. No.
He shakes his head.
You know, Mazoko. When you are losing, and then you play the turkey in the poke, and then you win instead. That is what we will do.
I believe you were wise when you suggested holding me back for the initial introduction. Would you counsel now that we should play that card?
The turkey in the poke.
Do you want to play that card tonight?
Mazoko is best played after you drink enough to feel slightly fuzzy. Maybe we should drink first.
You made this so difficult.
That's usually your job.
Yeah. No, don't derail my train of thought.
Augustus, we go tonight.
Yes, talk to guy,
So
kill his guy,
So you're
poison other guy, good.
You look around, and there's actually dwarves walking around.
I did intend to give him that bag after they had left to go to the bar. I don't know if you guys actually saw that.
Okay, that's good. I didn't see it then. So let me remind my statement. Like, talk to guy, kill his guy, drink more, we're good. If the doors look over, if I'm like, bar the door.
One of them remembers you and he gives you a fist.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, dude. Nat 20 go.
Come, perhaps we'll clarify who you are and your intentions. Perhaps the messenger boy was...
Clarify or clarify?
We will begin with clarify.
And then...
Perhaps not yet.
Turkey in the poke.
I don't think anyone knows what that means.
That's the Mazoko card when you play the card game with the Mazoko.
I don't think anyone here has played that game. That must be something from just where you
You
grew
have
up.
not played Mazoko? You have lived sad lives. I shall help you later. You must find a Mazoko deck.
I have a deck of cards. None are labeled as such.
A Mazoko deck is a special deck. Only for that game. Very good.
Turkey poking the Mazoko.
Anyways.
No, the turkey doesn't poke the Mazoko. The turkey is in the poke. Never mind.
Wait, what? The turkey poke a Mazoko? The turkey poking?
This is
turkey...
hopeless.
And you guys have a 5-minute argument about turkeys and mazokos and pokos and
No idea.
Like the scale Three Stooges.
until William's like, all right, enough.
This must be how you feel all the time.
This is getting us nowhere.
I'm baffled.
How did you understand it? It's an easy game.
Enough.
Enough.
This is the first time you've seen William be forceful.
I don't even care. I'm like, whatever, enough. All right, enough.
Well, let's head up there then. It's a long climb.
Let's go.
I look forward to it.
You guys head up the path towards the monastery. You can barely see just one of the complexes from here. And it's built on the mountainside, but it's really far away. As you get closer, you can see it's a pretty large building, built literally butted up to the end of the cliff. And it's very decoratively built. It's not just a stone building. It's painted. It looks inviting. It has a lot of color to it, a lot of reds and whites. And there's a lot of foliage that's been planted up and around it. There's even foliage on the cliffside to give it more life. But the path doesn't go up the cliffside. The path winds up and around. So you're going to eventually find yourselves in some small caverns that wind up and around, except there's no ceiling to these caverns. It's more like a stairwell that you're walking through.
So like just deep chasms.
Yeah.
Like a split in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And eventually when you get past all the chasms, the ground now tapers out to a plain where it's mountainside going up, and you follow the path around there to the temple. And this is the first and main temple of the Three Furies. The building in the front is much more decorative than the building from where you saw the back of the building at the cliffside. And it has some domes on a few small towers built around this temple, and one gigantic dome on the top. This is not a simplistic monastery. And the dome in the middle is deep blue. And it's not actually, it's more like a dome that comes to a large point.
Oh, like one of those building towers, like whoop.
Correct.
All right.
The doors are just as decorative and painted with pictures of different elements. In fact, you even see some elements of water that are formed into shapes of creatures.
Oh, I don't like water.
Yeah, you've been there before. You see some elements of fire. You see elements of earth and elements of air, all formed into different creatures that are fighting some large, grandiose battle across a beautiful landscape.
What does the water elemental look like?
The water elemental looks amorphous. It doesn't hold any true shape, but it has
Symbolic waves.
Yeah.
Okay. My suspicion is piqued.
I do not like those things.
And when you get up to the doors, there's no one attending the doors, and William grabs a large knocker that's at head height and slams it.
Does he do it loudly or just like doom doom doom?
Does it loudly.
Okay.
And you can hear it loudly from this side even.
Okay.
And it echoes throughout the chasms around you. It's getting darker out at this point. The sun is just going over the cliffside. And it is dim light outside. Except for you, because you have dark vision.
Right.
The door opens, and you see a monk standing there. This would be your scholarly type of monk, and you know that immediately. He doesn't look like he is a monk trained in fighting. He is fully robed, and he is robed in whites. His head is completely shaved, and he's a human. Gentlemen, what can I help you with? William, who's standing there at the door. I would like to speak to your master, Master Shinshu Ejderha. And the monk looks back at him. I'm sure that you already know that he is not to be disturbed. I've already told you that once tonight. He looks at William. And William looks over at you. And he gives you the questioning eyebrows. And he shakes his head. This is Augustus Monroe, and we demand an audience tonight. The monk doesn't change his expression like you think he might, hearing a name so big dropped.
What are you doing?
Just taking out the orange die that I was missing.
Oh, okay. Don't get more
I'm about
clickies.
to just pull them all out. Like, I'm just going to throw them in the room.
No.
Very well, the monk says, and closes the door.
Wait, very well means we go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the door closing?
Yeah, don't let that door close.
Okay, I put my hand in the way. Spoon.
Wow. All right, give me a strength check.
Said don't let it close, so we don't let it close. Athletics?
Strength.
All right. 19.
Woof.
You do, but it is heavy, and it continues gliding until your hand butts up against the corner of the framing, and you're gonna take a whole damage.
I don't even care.
It barely scratches
Like
your
crunch,
scales
and then I pull it
from
back
your
open.
large dragonborn hand, and your claws tap the inside of the door, and you can push it open if you want.
I do it.
You do. And the monk who had shut the door stops and turns and sees you all standing there as the door slowly opens to the dim sunset outside.
I step inside and say, "Thank you for your kind welcome." And I walk forward toward him.
He kind of stands up more at attention.
I stay close to him.
Please, wait here.
Yeah, now that we're inside, yeah, now you can let the door close.
Okay, so now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So then I close it.
And it closes with a loud clangor. And it echoes in this room. This room is a very large greeting chamber. And the columns are built up to the ceiling. There's a row of columns on each side, and they're complete marble. And they look like each column has been built in one single piece. They go up to the ceiling. When you look up at the ceiling, every bit of it is painted with portraits and colors, and it's all of different creatures and humanoids and forms, a lot of angelic looking paintings on the top.
Sweet. They have good artists here.
It's a very majestic temple for a monk.
Our monks are not supposed to have temples full of majesty.
No, I've just never seen one.
That is strange. Ro, you are a monk. You should know about monk things.
The temple I come from was humble.
I'm more concerned about the fact that they have such an ornate guest room, but we're still content to let us wait outside.
Very rude.
I think maybe we are not as much guests as we want
His
to be.
footsteps are now echoing off in the distance as he is down the hallway, and there's no door to the hallway at the end of this entrance.
I'm going to assume that whenever we talk amongst each other, we switch to Draconic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that makes sense.
It's probably a good call.
Yeah, unless we actively want to include William in the conversation.
Then we're just talking like, rescue that right.
William understands Draconic,
That's good.
and you already know that.
Okay.
And he's gone for about 5 minutes. You finally see him coming back. You want to do anything in that 5 minutes, by the way?
This area, I just want to see, is there perhaps like a picture of the building, potential map with a "You Are Here" star? What does it have of a
Info booth?
Yeah, is there an info booth? The little lady that will tell me where the nearest restrooms are?
Yeah.
It's pretty barren of most furniture, even though it's such a large room. There are some benches that are butted up against the walls. You could probably seat 10 people in total. It's not and the room could actually stand at least 100. So not enough furniture if they were to fill up the room. It's a pretty big room. It's not intended to host a lot of people. There's no pictures of, like, you are here, but there is some pictures as you're looking around in this 5 minutes. You see some pictures of what you would assume is this temple sitting on one of the jagged peaks of this mountain. And it also has the other temples that are on the other peaks.
Okay.
One thing to note is the peak on... probably like the middle peak, the highest point of this mountain, is built somewhat like a temple, but a tree is drawn up atop that temple, a gigantic tree, and all its roots spread out throughout this painting to all the other temples.
Interesting.
Symbolic in nature.
Yeah, apparently.
I wonder if this tree has good fruit.
And eventually,
question.
you see the monk come back. Gentlemen, Master Shinshu says that he will meet with you.
Very well. And I take steps forward.
And he
Let's go.
leads you down the hallway that he had just came. The entire way, it's 80 feet down. It's a really large building. You pass by other different rooms. All their doors are ornate in nature. Some are inlaid with gold and all the filigree, all the decoration. A very expensive temple. But all the doors are closed. At the very end of this hallway, you couldn't even see it from where you were, is 2 gigantic double doors that take up the entire hallway. Just as large as the entrance doors. Just as ornate.
During our walk down there, at some point, I'm going to whisper to William that if hostilities break out, he should stay close to me and I will try to protect him.
He says back to you in Dragonborn, he says, if anything happens, well, I'm going to go back to the ship.
I can only protect you if you are close to me.
I'm not good in the fight. I'm not here to fight. I'm here to talk.
I go to behind
not here to
Augustus. Maybe we should let William go now.
He has not yet completed his task. This is still why we are here, and why he is here.
William is not our friend. He's only our ally.
That's what I say to you.
Very true. It's very true, Ro.
No, you're Ro.
You can have an inspiration for all your
Fro and Ro.
quips and banters and your dwarven amazingness and your underwater gloves and... Fuck you, man.
Yeah, you killed it today.
You did awesome.
Fro, row your boat gently down the stream.
And you can have one of these.
It's like an inspiration.
He walks up to the door, and with a gentle press, the door glides open with no trouble. Doesn't squeak when it opens. You can't even tell if it has hinges on it. It just glides open. Nice. And it opens up into this enormous chamber. This would be the center chamber, because when you walk in, you look up, and the entire ceiling is painted the inside of a dome. The columns go all the way up on the undersides of the building, but there's no columns that are under the dome part of this room. And the columns are formed in one large circle. So there's about 10 around the middle of this chamber. 10 columns in total. And in the middle of this chamber is a slight pit, 5 feet deep. And in the pit, it's completely filled with different colored sands and rocks. And it looks somewhat like a Zen garden.
Huh.
And at the end of the pit sits a small dais, a stage built into the sand, where someone is sitting, meditating. their eyes closed. You would only assume this is Master Shinshu. He has a long, flowing beard that goes from his chin all the way down to his lap. It seems like it curls in his lap a few times. He has some real bushy eyebrows, and he looks pretty old. As you get closer and the monk walks you in, even though he looks old, he looks fit. His hair is grayed, his eyebrows are grayed. His hair is pulled back in a ponytail, wrapped up and bunned up in the back. But he doesn't have wrinkles. He doesn't have spotted brown spots anywhere on his face or on his hands that you can see. He's not even wearing a shirt right now, and he has a six-pack in his six-pack.
Nice.
He's very, very fit.
He's a 36 pack.
Somebody spilled marbles under his skin.
Right?
And the monk walks you up. From behind one of the columns steps another man, someone you know. This will be your old master, Master Tenzin. And he's wearing commoner clothes. He is also old, but he actually looks old. His head is shaved, his beard is not as long, it's only a few inches down. It's completely gray with a few spackles of black in it. He doesn't look like what you remember him, a more young man. Not young, but his hair wasn't grayed when you knew him. You were only, how old were you, 15?
Yeah.
The last time you seen him, that's 15 years ago. And his face remains rather stoic for seeing you once again.
And my face will remain stoic, but I will be locking eyes with him for the entirety of this conversation.
Man, master student, kung fu death fight. Go.
And Master Shinshu waits there patiently. He doesn't even open his eyes. William looks at you. He's like, do you want me to do the talking?
That is why you are here.
So he walks up, takes a few steps past you guys. Master Shinshu Ejderha, this is Augustus Monroe and companions. He
Garfield
motions
and
towards you.
Right?
I know who they are. He waves at him. You can leave now. I want to talk to him. And he points at you, Augustus. William takes a few steps back and he falls in line with you. And when he does, Master Shinshu opens his eyes and he has these piercing blue eyes. I said that you can leave now. Go. And William kind of raises his eyebrows and takes a few steps back until he turns around and walks out.
See the ship, William?
I'm waiting to see if he's implying that I think they need to go too.
Doesn't seem like that's what he's implying.
Fair enough.
He remains there in a meditating pose, but now his eyes are open, and he stares directly at you. You have come to speak. Go ahead and speak. What do you want of me?
Is not a wise man who begins a conversation by sending away one mouthpiece.
I'm looking around.
Like, what the deuce pick?
I'm gonna do this.
Like, even in game, you're
Give me
like
back that inspiration.
peeing on a ficus, right?
I don't want to hear the words of what he has to say. I want to hear what you have to say.
My words are
are more direct, I do suppose. My brother and I seek you as an ally, and we have come to negotiate the terms of our alliance.
He cracks every knuckle in his fingers just by gripping them, like clenching them into a fist. Does it once more and they all crack again. We have gone for centuries without any help. We have not given aid to any of the wars that happen. We don't take sides here. We never have. What makes you think I'll change my mind?
Does your order shelter the weak or the hungry when calamity strikes?
We will help those in need. Wouldn't you?
Of course we would. And we would offer whatever help you requested. Now we are in need.
Are you hungry? Are you weak? You don't look hungry. You don't look weak.
I am always hungry.
I come on behalf of my entire race, who are on the verge of being re-enslaved, as they have been since time immemorial.
And then when Augustus says that, my fists just tighten up. And I become a little bit more intense with my facial expression towards Tenzin.
And you still have locked eyes with Tenzin.
Mm-hmm.
He is focused on the conversation. He's not even looking at you as you're locking eyes.
This light looking at you, dang.
It's alright, I'm looking at him.
For a generation, we have worked toward liberty. However, the council has fallen, and things have gotten worse, year by year.
Since when has the council fallen?
The Council of 13.
Yeah, they might not be 13 anymore. Not since Magnus left. They're the council of 12 now. Maybe I should be their 13th.
I'm eating a ration stick while I'm watching these guys talk.
Perhaps you would be a good voice upon that council, though I have not any reason to believe there are 12 who would speak to each other.
Do you know why the war broke out? Why the war started? Do you know what happened?
Which war?
Your brother's war.
Of course.
There's been a lot of arguments back and forth about what happened that day at the council. Why he was so angry. They came to a bad decision. They decided that they would not punish someone that re-enslaved someone else. It was a bad decision, and they wanted to stay out of the war. They wanted to not take any sides. They didn't want to break their alliances. And he took that as a slight upon his entire race. It was not upon his entire race.
It is a wicked act to stand and pretend that you are unallied with either side, while one oppresses the other, while one enslaves and murders the other. You pretend that you are not on anyone's side, but to do so, you are clearly allowing the victor to maintain his practices.
So, are we speaking in common right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Draconic I'll be like, you're supposed to be fostering goodwill? Right now, I'm confused.
You can speak up.
Yeah, are we supposed to be fostering goodwill right now? I'm confused. I feel like you are arguing, and we should make him at least our ally.
We will attempt at that right now. He seems to be implying that he is all... No, actually, I don't have time to reply to all of that.
He's like...
I was like...
He makes a motion with his hand. And you see a mist lift up out of the sand all around everyone. There's mist everywhere around. So it makes your vision a little blurred, a little dim. It's not dark, but it's concealing in some aspects.
Like partial cover or something?
Partial cover. You can go ahead and swallow.
He's eating a ration stick.
As usual. The mists of Maris. People think that the most dangerous monsters, they're hidden by the dark. The real threat is the darkness inside of you. And he points directly at you. If you let it overtake you, you become the monster. The mists are attracted to evil, to those that would do ill will to others. As he says this, you see all the mists starting to coalesce around your group. And the mist is getting thicker and thicker until you're locking eyes with your master, who's standing 10 paces behind at one of the columns out of the sand. You can't see him anymore. The mists are becoming so thick.
The worst monsters are in the water. I know this. That's what I say while we're standing there.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should take a side. He looks at you. You call yourself the last dragon.
I'm not looking at him or listening to him.
You're not the last dragon. You're not even a real dragon.
Okay, that catches my attention. And I look over
I
to
put
him.
my hand on your shoulder. I'm like,
I snap to him.
The mist coalesces around you.
no kidding.
It does start getting thicker and thicker. Do you know how I know?
What do you mean?
As he says that, you see his fingers start to grow in length, and they become longer as his whole body starts growing. And he starts elongating, and his neck starts growing, and everything on his face and his neck starts scaling up into real scales. His teeth grow into large, large white fangs. His scales are pure gold, and his claws become long, white claws as his whole body starts growing in about 3 seconds into the length of an adult dragon. And he stands there in front of you. I will take a side. Roll your initiative.
Aaron, instead of dragon, this is fucked up.
33.
Nicely done. Natural 20.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't get that.
I got
12. 14. Got advantage, right?
That was what it
Oh, wow.
I rolled 2 and 10.
Yeah, I know that.
So I look at you and I'm like, now?
Now.
Can't believe
I'm
you're
actually
throwing
fairly
a frickin'
conflicted
dragon
because
at us.
He, as a dragon, he's even more naturally on our side.
He's the wrong color. We're red. He's gold.
Colors don't matter. Don't be a racist.
In Dragonland, colors matter. So I'm like, now? Do we kill him now? That's what I say.
The trouble is, it's going to be problematic.
Either he eats us or what? I don't understand the
No,
problem.
the problem is
slide
the
that more
mist
towards the
and
camera,
his
brother.
master. This is a.
There you go.
The odds are stacked against us.
Brutally so.
Alright.
The mist also works in our favor.
I really like
Does
these
it?
guys too. I think that's a great group, but I guess a TPK is just right around
See
the
what
corner.
happens. See if we can kill ourselves or a dragon within an hour.
I think we
Well,
can
if we
pull it
kill ourselves,
Where are you?
then
How
our
you-
other guys
Who am I
will have
missing?
maybe an
Where's
easier
your
time.
character?
I'm in the boat, probably.
I'm on the boat.
You are in the
I'm on the
boat.
boat.
You're standing up here in the pit. You're standing there. You're probably right there.
Well, he's got his hand on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't think I have a gold dragon. I got a dragon, though. I got a dragon. I made a dragon, we're gonna use a dragon.
Okay.
Is it a gray dragon?
It's a
Sure
white
is.
dragon.
You have to do some post editing. Make it gold.
Make it gold.
As long as it's not the T-Rex, I'm alright. That thing sucked.
And I got a
Bad news for you.
I got a master Tenzin.
Right? No kidding.
Wait.
Where's a master Tenzin?
Way worse.
Actually, you don't see Master Tenzin.
No, he disappeared.
Yeah, alright, Gold Dragon. Deuces.
What'd you roll on initiative? Garabon.
I did nope.
Not Garabon. Roquella. Roquel?
Rockwell, but just call her Ro.
Really, that sounds like Raquel.
Raquel. Raquel.
That's not even the right word. What'd you get?
I got a 15.
All right.
I'm sorry, 14.
12.
12.
I'm still like, now? Now? Are we going now? It's fucking my
Hey,
fucking McGillicuddy.
does his natural 20 give him a 33?
It actually doesn't.
So you still go first.
All right. Let me pull up the battle cam. I can't believe he nat 20 his initiative too.
Yeah. It actually makes more thematic sense because I don't think Augustus would normally take the first strike in this situation.
So you're gonna let him go first?
No. But since he rolled the natural 22, it's basically simultaneous. And so
Yep.
he's obviously going for it. And it's
So
like,
just
oh, so
quicker.
there is no negotiation. I just happen to be faster than he does.
There is no negotiation. Well, you never know. You could try.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk? It's your
I
action.
did.
Hey, Mr. Dragon, please don't use your breath. I guess we're all red dragons. There's that.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Gold spits
dragons.
fire,
I don't
don't
want to. I don't want to fight dragons.
I think so.
I think gold spits fire.
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna find out. Go ahead, Augustus.
Okay.
He forms into this giant dragon. He is. Well, let me see if he's large. An ancient. No, not an ancient.
Oh, fuck. I was gonna say, like, what?
He's not even an adult dragon.
That's
You would
good.
not survive.
No, that would be horrible.
Juvenile?
He is a large dragon.
Still bad.
I'm going to shift 5 feet toward you around him so that I have no
which
one
way, this way?
Yep, toward you. Just so that I have no one directly next to me. But I don't need to go that far even.
Smart.
And then I am going to go in. I'm going to lean in and try to strike him with my flaming sword. Or it's actually just a radiant light sword.
It's probably
But so it comes in, it, like I said, it just stays in the sheath until it's slice, and then I
Give
put it back in.
me an Arcana roll. Everyone, you're all Dragonborn.
10?
Wow.
20.
17.
Booyah!
I know about dragons.
Oh, you know some things.
Unnatural
about
20,
dragons.
by the
Sure.
way.
You know that dragons, especially of the gold type, are immune to fire.
Okay.
100% immune.
So no breath weapon.
And they spit fire. They're dangerous. They're big. They could easily kill you 3. You'll find out. Because it's coming for you right now.
Sure is.
That's about all you get with a 20. I mean, they're scaled, so they're really, they're hard to hit.
I have an 18.
18 is a hit.
So I hit him with some lasers, and so I'm gonna do.
He snaps his head back towards you. Just as I thought, a monster.
Yeah. Whatever, buddy.
You turned into an effing dragon.
I try to hit him first. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. Unless he's undead, in which case it does more damage.
He is not undead.
So it's 23 radiant damage, not slashing.
23 radiant damage.
Wow.
As you slash your sword across his wing, he recoils his wing back, exposing his large dragon golden breast.
And with that continued motion, the sword goes back to my side, and I 5-foot step back toward these guys.
Oh, you only have one attack.
He's a rogue.
I forgot.
Yep, I have one powerful attack.
And that's pretty powerful. He breathes, and all that mist that was coalescing around you feels like it's trying to enter you, enter into your pores and cling to everything in you. Go ahead and roll a strength save, everyone.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what?
Go ahead and roll a strength save, everyone.
I roll 18.
21.
15.
All right, so you two do succeed.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
I step back over. I think the way he positioned you, no.
No. Okay. Bummer.
And you'll have disadvantage on strength-based attacks.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Not
You
like
could give a
it
shit
matters
about
for
that.
you. And he moves. He's gonna move over this way, and he's gonna provoke an opportunity attack from Ro.
Oh, boy. Yeah, dude. I'm going to...
move all the way around the
knock
room
this fucker
to this
home.
column.
Can I...
Roll the hit.
All right.
You can. Can't you spend a key to paralyze him?
Well, I can try to get
Stun.
him prone.
To stun him?
Or, yeah, stun him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a key.
Because that would be cool.
I'm going to spend 8.
You have to do it on your action. It's a
Oh.
bonus action, no?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just when you hit him, right?
I don't remember.
I don't know how it works.
See, that's the...
I will read.
They're so simple, but...
Yeah, it was not really ever simple.
Oh, you just never succeeded on it as a monk.
Yeah, my wisdom save was never.
Go ahead and roll your to hit,
Yeah.
and I'll let you know. Stunning strike. What'd you roll to hit?
23.
That is a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a way of the open hand or a normal?
Stunning strike is normal.
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can just spend one key. They must succeed on a con save or be stunned.
So whenever you hit, you can spend a key.
Right.
Do you?
Yes.
Alright, so roll your damage. You do hit him, and he rolls a con save.
10.
He rolls a 20 on his total con save.
Oh, he's gonna make it.
So he does make the save as you slam your fist into his scales as he's moving away. You punch his butt.
Wait, so I just rolled a d6 for that, right?
Yeah, you did 10 damage.
Okay.
He doesn't even seem to be affected by you as he maneuvers his way around the room, and then he goes to strike you. Once, because he
This one time I'm like, now? We're doing it now?
as he's just like
You're obviously doing this.
tries to rake him with his long claws. And when I say tries, he hits with a total of 24.
Holy
That'll do it.
fuck. Gotta use your reaction now, bro.
Still learning all the things.
Half the damage by using your reaction.
Yep. You can use your reaction to have the damage against you. That's gonna be this one.
So take 12 piercing damage as the claws slash at you and they pierce your armor and you feel them hit your skin You
going-
use cunning
I'm gonna
evasion.
juke as much as possible. Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. You do juke back a little, and they graze your skin. That was his turn. That'll be go ahead roll.
So where is he at? How far away?
I mean, like 20 feet, 10 feet. He's within walking range. You could get to him very easily.
Can I jump and stomp on his head and try to drive his head into the ground?
He's pretty large. You can jump. With a running start, you could jump and get on top of him. It might not be on his head, but his whole body's by this column, so you could, like, kick off the column.
Sure. That's what we'll do then.
You run, you roll your acrobatics, because you're going to try to kick off the column.
That's still 11.
11. You're going to jump and kick off the column, and you're going to get right in the middle of his back. That's about as good as it gets. You don't land exactly where you want, but now you're on top of him, and his whole body is moving around, kind of a serpent-like, where one part starts moving, then the rest moves like a wave, and his wings expand as you jump onto him.
Let's see. I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. So I can't move up to the head and hit him twice then, because I've already moved, right?
You still have movement. You can run down his back.
That's what I want to do. I want to run down his back to his head and give him a 1-2.
From the top.
Yep.
Box both his ears.
Roll to hit.
That'd be a 22.
That is a hit.
And that would be a 13.
That is not a hit.
That's a bummer.
You can hit 3 times.
And you can roll once more, because you're a
Yep.
monk.
And that's 14.
That is also not a hit.
God damn it.
Kind of makes me nostalgic for the good old days. I don't know. I ran on the wall, jumping on his back,
And that is a 10 damage.
10 damage.
knee him in the ribs.
As you box him once in the side of the head, he moves around. The next time you punch and you hit one of his large white horns that are protruding out of his head. And then the third time you just punch off his scales. They're so hardened you don't even pierce. You don't do any damage.
Bummer.
That was
Alright.
your turn. Go ahead. You.
I am going to run towards him. I need a 10-foot head start so I can jump in the air. I'm going to bury my axe in his front foreleg when I come down. So I'm just going to be like, leaping axe. I'm going to attack recklessly. I have first at rage.
Bonus action rage.
Bonus action rage. And I go. And I'm
Charge
reckless as
it.
fuck.
Need more lumber.
And I am power attacking.
And you're power attacking.
I do all the things.
You do everything.
Oh, I'm
Do you
blowing.
do it well? We'll find
I
out.
hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I crit. So
First shot is a crit.
First shot is a crit.
Jeepers creepers.
Second shot, I hit.
Oh, wow.
With a
Yeah,
24.
for sure.
All right.
Third shot, because I'm going to take a bonus attack since I crit. Oh, that's not as good. I miss. So I'm crit, hit,
Total?
miss. Let's do damage.
What was the total to hit?
Oh, it's 14.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
It is a
definitely
miss.
So I crit, hit, miss. So crit.
Crit.
12 and 12 is 24, and 3 is 27, and 19 is 46.
46.
So the crit, 46 damage to his front leg. Slap!
Okay. And then the next damage.
I'm like, you should not have hurt my friend! I just swing it back at the other side of the same leg. I'm trying to take the leg off. So I'll go again. Yeah, 20 damage. less awesome. But still okay.
You bury your axe into his front of his leg. Whack!
Back!
And you see his leg reel up in pain. His wings expand outward. They start getting ready to lift and to push. And you hit him again in the leg. Whack! And you can feel it pierce under those scales, and you even see one get chipped as you cleave under it.
Nice. So he's now has a disadvantage to attack anybody else but me, and if he does do damage to anybody else, then they have resistance to it.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh. Me. Someone runs up from behind.
I was hoping you forgot about him.
Oh, no, I'm not going to forget.
I did.
And he will attempt to... Well, let's see how he hits first.
Who is he attacking?
You.
I can't see because of that pillar. Can you move that pillar?
There's a pillar there.
That's cool. He's gonna hold my ass. He hits. That's
definitely
exactly where he needs to be
hits
for
you.
not to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Don't worry. There's a pillar there.
He's gonna hit me.
He definitely hits you the first hit.
He's gonna hit me again.
He's going to try. He actually misses the second hit.
Wow.
He hits against you, but your skin is hardened and tough.
Right.
And it absorbs the blow of the second
So
hit.
I'm like, splaff, blam, like, what
Roll
are you doing?
a Constitution save.
For the first one?
The first one.
Okay.
Oh no.
Stunned. Let's see. 21.
21. You do save, and you feel your whole body quiver when he hits you.
Like, that wasn't nice.
And then he hits you again.
Okay. Then he hits.
That one is a hit, and again.
And he's gonna hit again. Maybe.
What's your AC?
16.
He does hit the last one.
I'm ready for it.
So,
He can make me save every one of those hits if he wants to.
nah, he's not going to do that.
Blow through all his key.
So,
Take 12 bashing damage.
okay, so
Magical.
6. I still take 6.
And 9 bashing damage from the second hit.
So 6 and then 4.
As he hits you in the back twice, whack, whack, and you feel your body starting to develop bumps and bruises from where his fists land in your back.
I feel nothing. I'm raging.
That's true.
I'm just like, whatever. Someone's knocking on my back.
Go ahead, Merit. Not Merit. Augustus. That's what I get for making it do a one-shot.
Mm-hmm. I get to play a red-tailed beast man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How different is that?
Alright. So I'm going to go back in and do the same motion. Try to catch him as his head's down there. Come on, buddy!
Hey,
Oh, very
it's
good.
pretty good.
Ew.
Yeah. 28. Oh,
Slap.
rock him there. And I'm going to... yeah,
That's a lot of
that's
damage.
6, 8, 9, 10, 22 again. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and come to just, well,
If you are far away from me, I cannot help you.
yeah, I think we've probably worked out tactics enough that I know to come. So
Within
I
10
disengage
feet
a
of
little
me.
bit, but
Within 10 feet of me, I can let you re-save, and within 30 feet of me, I can reduce damage on you by 2d6.
okay.
And you probably have some idea of that.
Yeah.
That's what I tell you when be close to me.
Yeah, I probably try to skirmish in and out kind of around you.
And it is his turn. Now it's time for battle music.
Yeah, dude, we're doing it.
Now you're doing it.
We were doing it before, too.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I mean, that's
I
my
forgot.
word.
Now?
I punched him in the eye.
Yeah. I tried to cut one of his legs off. I feel like we're doing it.
I feel like you are doing it. He lifts up into the air. His wings start propelling his entire body upwards. You are now taking a ride upward. He disengages. No one can attack him as he goes up and up. You want to hang on?
Fuck yeah, dude, I got slow fall. I'm all right.
He rises
Right.
through the room, up into the top of the tower, until he hits the top of the tower full force. You're going to take some damage just from being there.
Okay.
So is he.
You should reflex down.
Is
Swing
he
down
trying
around
to-
under the wing or
Is he
something.
trying to go through?
What did you do? You
Well,
stay?
can I make a reaction to this, or?
You can make a dex save, but you might not stay on.
I'll make a dex save.
Okay, go ahead and roll your dex save. Depending on how well you do, I'll let you stay on or not.
Oh, come on, baby. Oh, that's pretty good. That'd be a 22.
22. If you want, you can maneuver around his body and hang on while he is rising to the top, about
Yes,
to hit
sir.
the ceiling. You do. You
Yes, sir.
spin around. You're now hanging on his neck on the underside as his whole body is thrashing around and lifting up into the air. When he hits the top, the entire dome bursts outwards. And wood and glass shatters around you as his whole body propels through the tower.
That cowardly.
He's going to take some damage.
He's not going to get away. I have a plan. Do the thing that you do with your axe.
And he rises and rises through the air another 100 feet.
I'm all right.
That's getting a little problematic, but okay.
100 feet, what's his speed?
Fast.
Disengage and then fast. Up the wall.
Well, never mind. Plan over. I can't go.
Go ahead. Oh, actually,
We have a problem we can solve for
Me.
our friend.
Fair.
I mean, you. What about me?
yeah, you. Make a charisma save.
Oh, I was trying to dragon for you.
12.
12. That is a fail.
You're done.
You, as he's lifting up and up into the air, you boom, disappear
Hey, dude.
Into the cup.
into the cup. You're now standing in the Zen garden by yourself. There's mist around. All the rocks are placed perfectly. And you're standing there in the middle of a bunch of children that are all doing their lessons. You look around, and everyone around you is sort of a spectral form. They're not really there, and you're not really there. You're in a dream. That's what happens for you.
Well, that sucks.
Go ahead.
I need
I mean, you can act. Let me see what happens. You can use your action to make another charisma check. And it's contested.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
I'm glad that I did. It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
Did you roll a 1?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you run a 1?
I rolled a 20.
It's like a nat botch.
Man.
Odds of that
Everything
happening
around
are fairly
you
infinitesimal.
brings you to tears. It reminds you of your past and when you were growing up in the monastery, when you had friends that you were training with. You remember those people that you killed when you were young. You grew up with them and then you killed them all. Anyways,
Do you turbulent Anakin Skywalker?
go ahead,
Did.
Broderick.
There's somebody behind me.
There is somebody behind you.
I turn around and let him have it with the axe.
Go ahead, and he will.
Hack.
Well, you go ahead. Let me actually make sure that you can't react.
The monk?
Yeah. I think he has to do it on his turn.
I think in his turn he could have spent the key to take dodge as a bonus action.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll.
Alright. So I tell him, it was foolish to ally yourself with the golden dragon. I don't know. Whatever. I know, this is what I say. Allies are not your friends! And I hack him. That's what I
There you go.
That's the running theme.
Yeah. Alright, and swing number 1. I only get a 16.
Let's turn this. You can actually see.
Okay, I roll a 16 to hit him.
16 is not a hit.
Okay. Next swing. I roll a 24.
That is a hit.
And then I'm gonna deal 25 damage.
25.
Skablack.
Good lord, man.
Skablack.
That's what it sounds like.
Skablack.
And then it becomes your turn again. Augustus.
This guy's in a bad way.
And I'm going to attempt to hamstring him.
Oh, and because I attacked him, he has disadvantage to attack anybody but me, yada, 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 yada. If he does damage to someone else, they have resistance, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
All right.
Yada,
Sorry.
yada, blah, 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 blah.
The thing that I do whenever I attack somebody.
Yada, 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 yada.
It's the spirit guardian thing.
Here's you in some realm, somewhere else.
I have to get tooled over by spirit children.
26.
26. Yeah?
Okay.
Come back.
This poor guy.
Come back and kill my master.
Cast light on his
You're not gonna
kneecaps.
have to kill your master.
So 8, 10, 22, 25, 26.
Yeah, man. This guy's in a bad way.
And then I'm going. How thick is the mist?
It's pretty thick. People right next to you, you can see normally. When they get 10 feet away from that, you can't see at all. And it seems to follow you. Clings to you.
Okay. So how far would I have to move to make a hide check from him?
From him?
Yep.
10 feet.
And do I have to make a hide check?
Can you do it as a bonus action?
Back up.
I mean, if a bonus action, I can disengage, dodge,
Yes.
or hide.
You can.
So if I
If you back up, he'll hit you.
don't care.
So you can disengage,
So
you can back up, and you can hide. You just can't attack him. But you can do all those things in one turn. Disengage, back up, hide.
really?
Yep. So you disengage as your action.
No, I attacked as my action.
Oh, you're done. Never mind.
So I'm
You don't
going
do
to
that.
I'm going to give him a free opportunity attack.
He will attempt to spinning back fist you as you go away. And he will spinning back fist you as you go away
And you don't know where I am.
for 12 damage.
Whack! Use my reaction
And he
to
connects with your face.
brush pieces of it off.
But you roll your head and it doesn't hit you quite right.
And I'm somewhere over here.
And then he can no longer see you.
Where am I, Steve?
You hear the sound of something swooping in.
Breath weapon time.
And he lands right in front of you.
Get some mother.
And he does get some.
I know.
He seems slightly larger.
Was he like Dragonoroids when he was out? Did he crit me?
Oh my god.
And then he, that was his bite, then he claws you
Always
twice.
you.
So roll double dice for the bite.
20 to hit.
I'm reckless, dude.
Oh, he gets to roll twice, so 28 to hit.
Yeah.
And then the last claw will be 28 or
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Always yes.
always yes. So the bite first.
Double dice.
Dude, you are crit bait. I don't know what to tell you.
You always crit me. Once a combat.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, it's not 3 times a combat. Oh, fuck.
So 17 plus 6. 23 piercing damage for his bite as he bites into your shoulder and rips it about.
Ugh.
And then he, claws. I don't want more attacks.
Fuck.
Take 15 slashing damage from the first claw. And 12 slashing damage from the second claw.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Feeling bad?
You know, alright,
Yeah, you're
but
probably fine. You probably still have like 60 hit points or something.
69. It's just like one round. It was like munch, rip, rip.
Yeah. And that makes it, row. You see your master there in your dreamland. He is attending to all the children. Master Tenzin comes up and he puts his hand on your shoulder and you recoil reflexively out of anger, but he's not really there. What do you do?
Bah! I punch him.
Okay. Go ahead and make a charisma check first.
See if you break out.
Come on, baby. 3. I am not gonna come back.
You're never
Keeps
coming
rolling
back.
natural.
Jesus, are you kidding me?
Never,
What
ever
waits
come
in that
back.
die?
You're gonna just die in this dreamland?
Yep.
You go to bash him in the face. Might as well since you're here. Roll a hit.
Don't make the spirits angry.
18.
18 is a hit. Barely. Roll your damage.
That's a 3.
Total
13. Oh, I'm sorry, 9.
damage. Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna hit him
Bash
twice
him in
more.
the face once.
That is a 14.
That's a miss.
And that is a 20.
That is a hit.
And that is an 8.
He doesn't even dodge as you do it. He keeps his hand on your shoulder. You hit him once in the face. He's like, bro, control your anger. And you try to hit him again. You miss completely. Wild shot. And your third hit, you hit him in the stomach. Normally it would make any man buckle, but he doesn't. He just looks at you as you hit him. And he sheds a solitary tear.
Oh no. It's too late for tears.
That was your turn. Go ahead. Roderick.
Father, guide my axe! I give him the business. To the dragon, not to the guy. Fuck the guy.
Let's timestamp that one.
I think I forgot about the guy. He'll go after you.
Okay. I'm going to 19 for the dragon.
There's a hit.
And a miss.
Okay.
I only hit half the time.
That's true.
27.
Slack.
Okay.
And
And then you're going to get punched in the back.
That's okay. I don't have to mark the monk. The monk loves to punch me in the back.
Wow. 16? No.
Hits.
Yeah, 16.
That's a hit.
No, 15. Is that a hit?
No.
Okay. So miss. Hit. Miss. Man, your skin is really tough. And he's just... That's true. First one was a miss. Second one was a hit.
That was miss.
And there's
it was
one
miss,
more die.
miss, hit, miss. So,
Hit. So 2 hits.
okay. All right.
So each hit separately 12, 11.
Yeah, I am hit point sponging the shit out of this, but we got to drop these guys soon.
Mm-hmm.
Like they are pouring massive amounts of damage into me.
And
Yeah, we gotta get Bro back.
I know, right?
that makes
2 on
it
2
your
is
turn.
bad when one of them's a dragon.
I'm going to sneaky back out.
Surprise, bitches! I try to take a look at his kidney.
Take a look at
All
this
right.
kidney.
Oh,
Yes,
another 20,
that's
baby!
That is what I need for it.
Fuck this monk up. You fuck.
Just double your dice. You have so many.
I actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to because I'm probably going to use my legendary action to reroll any number of dice.
So it's better to roll all of them.
So then roll all of them.
All the dice.
So let's see.
That's how you do it.
Ah, there you go. A few
Holy
more
fuck,
6s.
dude.
Damn.
Okay, so 1, 2. So
6
here,
by 6 is 36.
So yeah, there's 36.
That's gonna be
and 12 more. So that's
48.
48 plus 5, 6, 7, 8. So 50.
48 plus 8 is 56.
Yep.
What?
56 damage.
High numbers.
So I sneak into the shadow, and then I come back out of the mist and just open him up from hip to shoulder.
Really bad, dude.
When you hit him, you thrust your sword into him. Deep, all the way to the hilt.
It's a lightsaber, man.
His body shrinks back down to his human form. He looks you in the eyes. I will never join you.
Wait. Who are we talking about here? He stabbed the monk.
You stabbed the monk?
I intended
Yeah.
to stab the
Oh,
monk.
he's dead.
He just cuts him in half.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
killed
Darth
him.
Maul him.
You do. Yeah,
Slash.
Darth Maul him. Slash.
Oh, someone's so mad. Well, it's his turn. He's really mad. Make a charisma save.
Oh no, this is bad for me.
Not you. You're still there.
Oh no.
You might have a friend.
I succeed. Fuck that.
Natural 20?
Yeah, no, legendary action. I'm just like, no.
Nice. Your legendary action. You do succeed.
I'm starting to fail, so I start going away, then I'm like, no.
You can take an attack.
I do
It has
that.
to be reckless.
Yeah, it's always reckless. I will always reckless.
Good God, man. that poor monk.
Natural 20.
Master.
I just crit.
Oh my God, that's a 20.
Yes! Come on! Kill the dragon!
We really have to
Shift him
have-
back into a person!
We got to get this
Yeah.
dice cam up, especially for days like this, dude.
It's awesome.
We got to figure it out.
Alright, here we go.
Insane.
6 and 6 is 12, and 11 is 23, plus 19 is 42. So I'm like, no! He tries to move, and I'm just like, axe!
Roll again.
Roll. Oh, that's right. I get to attack a second time.
You do.
Woo! Oh, I hit him again.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so you're gonna shrink him down to normal size.
And then 2 plus 9 is 21 more. So 40, was it 42 and 21 is a total of 63 damage? So I'm like,
Cleave him in the back.
We just did 112
As he
points of damage.
turns. As he's moving towards Augustus.
I'm like, stay away from my friend!
He shrinks back down into human size. Now this happens.
Right.
He looks at you, still, because he is looking at you, as an axe is embedded in his backbone. We will never join you. Finish him. The axe is embedded in his back.
Then you are neither our ally or our friend! And I just take his head off. Slash.
And you pull the axe out of his back. You swing it around, one shot, and his head falls right off his
I
shoulders.
was going to
clean.
propose using the medicine kit to stabilize our prisoner.
And then I yell, and then I yell, bar the door!
Regime change.
And you appear 100 feet up.
What is it?
Damn,
How
taking
much-
a fall,
how
huh?
much-
Taking a
Reduce-
100-foot fall.
So it's 10d6, but you reduce the damage by a decent
45
amount.
reduction.
That's all right. You'll be okay.
You're
You'll be fine.
probably
probably don't
going to
even
be
take damage.
fine.
I didn't think
That's the best part about being a monk. I
Yeah. Oh,
don't know how many things I flew up on, and then just like
Well, I got
18 and
74
14
points.
is 32. 2 more.
And when you hit the ground,
39.
you control every muscle, every molecule in your body. You use your ki, your energy, to convert the fall into nothing when you hit the ground. And you look up,
hero landing.
Yeah,
The first thing I say is, where is he?
and you look over, and your master is no more.
I point to his 2 halves.
He did tear him one.
Everybody's just all chopped to pieces here.
So there's like he's in half. The dragon doesn't have a head anymore.
You
Negotiations were ineffective.
I like negotiating. I'm all pumped. I'm like,
Carry over an inspiration to next game. Back to Delaron, your main character.
that's great.
Well, you guys won. Good job.
Yeah.
Who says you don't win in D&D?
That's right. That was definitely a win.
Well, I mean, we screwed ourselves over in the long run, but for today, yeah,
No, you screwed your main characters over. In the
That's
long
what I
run.
mean.
That was awesome, by the way. You negotiated deals that are going against you,
yeah,
the real you.
it was weird. I felt conflicted doing it.
No,
Kind of like
yeah,
right
good
now when
job.
I grab this guy's forearm and flip him over.
You know what?
From belly button up, he's
You
over
can
here.
all
the
carry
legs are
over an
there.
inspiration.
because that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I know what we should do. No, I don't know if I should know this or not. Never mind. I'm like, bar the door. I feel great. I'm like, let's go drink. I'm covered in blood. I have a dragon bite out of my side.
I'm just gonna look at Augustus and say, I'm glad it was you, brother.
Yeah, I take what trinkets you may.
Oh, I go over and I look. Is there anything cool?
Oh,
monk
yeah.
gear.
He's
Yeah.
got some cool monk gear.
Oh, awesome.
Super indestructible in the future.
I'll tell you what it does later for your
I don't want to find out,
NPC
actually.
that you're going to give me.
Right.
Can I have all your character sheets now?
Yeah.
You got mine in the text thread.
I got them. You don't have to actually get them.
I do.
Well, I don't need it
go-
anymore. You can
When
keep
you
it here.
meet Raquel in the future, he's going to be your enemy. When you meet Augustus,
Oh, for sure.
it's going to be Magnus's brother, your enemy. When you meet Froderick, run.
I instantly kill myself. I just kill myself right now.
I was like, any other can take him? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You guys just took an actual, didn't really beef him up any dragon. He was not an adult dragon, he was a young adult dragon, but you took him with no troubles.
I took 12 points of damage.
And it was mostly 2-on-2 because I was fucking useless.
No,
Just
you absorbed an extra one of those crazy attacks.
If he went to the spirit world instead of you,
You guys would have
it
died.
might have been different. He might not ever come back from the spirit world.
I took, let's see, I took like over 80 hit points worth of damage.
yeah, that's crazy.
You
dude.
halved it all, and you gave everyone else disadvantage if they didn't attack you.
Yep, they have to attack me,
So-
and if you would have breath weaponed, these guys would have had resistance to it.
Ancestral Barbarian, what's your thoughts?
I love it. I would totally play one again. I really enjoyed playing Froderick this game. He's not Deller and Cooper, don't get me wrong. I like Dell a lot, but Froderick was a lot of fun. And mechanically, they are super
Dude,
tanky.
well,
super tanky.
I just want you to know, I don't know if you were looking at the feed, but Khan
That was pretty
said
good.
you had some legendary banter today. So well done, man.
Oh, thank you.
Have 5 more inspiration for next game.
And they're gone.
Yeah, and that's it. No, the banter is really fun. I like Froderick is really a fun character.
What'd you think about a monk?
I'd like to have used him a little bit more in combat, but as far as personality went, it was a little more fun not playing the absolute dumb guy.
That's true. I
That
mean,
was it was fun.
what's your intelligence?
It was an 8.
You're dumber than Garivon.
Yeah, but he has wisdom anyways.
That's true.
I had a lot of wisdom.
So does Garivon.
So does Garivon, but I've kind of
Can you read?
yeah, dude.
There you
No, I
go.
don't
He can
read.
read. Garivon
I
can't.
really don't
That's right.
think an 8
Froderick probably
says
can't
you
read very well.
can't read.
No, and that was mostly me just messing with you. But,
But we made a canon, and it's
Yeah.
fine because
It was
think
canon.
about it. It made sense for him not to be able to read.
yeah, someone with an 8 is like... We definitely know people in our daily lives that fall within that 8 to 11, 12 range.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm an
Absolutely.
8. I'm
Yeah.
a definite 8.
No, you're not an 8.
How'd you like a swashbuckler robe?
It's got some nice bursts to it. I like the character more than the class. Though it was nice to be able to hit with a sneak attack all the time. I'm not sure I understand the process behind getting advantage well enough to really make it practical.